So right now what we're going to be doing is watching these Warhammer games. I got my novitiates over here. We're going to finish painting this kill team and then we'll just go from there. So thank you for being here. Let's watch the videos. Also, the link to the channel is going to be in the description below, just so you guys can subscribe to Play on Tabletop. And you can enjoy them as much as I do. Yo, it's good, Chris.
A massive rent in the fabric of unreality has been.
Yo, I just gotta grab
its power calls
some paint.
Seeking to protect the citizens of the Imperium.
You know, I'm looking at these models over here, Chris, or anyone, and you know, I feel like this is supposed to be kind of like I don't know, like silvery, the armor. So we're gonna try to figure out a way to make the armor look silvery without. We got novitiates over here, but we're gonna try to make the armor look silver without taking away the red. So I gotta do create some concoction over here. So let me grab my paint and stuff.
I'm Steve from Play on Tabletop, and I am playing White Scars. The new con model is so awesome, and I was like, well, I have to build a White Scars army.
Yeah, the Bloody Roses, you got it right.
There, an in-your-face army, so I decided to put in some infiltrators to really put the pressure on, and I backed that up with a Phobos Librarian and an Invictus Warsuit, so it is a real in-there kind of army.
Steve's got really two keys in his army here, and I think that's Corsaro Khan and the Repulsor Executioner. That Executioner can lay down some withering firepower, plus it can transport a unit. And Khan is an absolute
like in big 40k or just kill team.
He needs to get him in and rip through those toughness 3 Eldar characters as soon as possible.
Assuming I win round 1, you know, as much as I don't want to play Mike in the finals, damn it, I want to play Mike in the finals.
Those of you who are fans of our show will recall that Steve played Mike, who also made it to our finals in our very
Chris,
first
you're not even believe
tabletop game.
What I got the other day, dude.
And I would love to bookend the seasons with me just spiking down Mike. My message to my opponents: beware, White Scars are coming.
Once we're done with
like
the Chalnat stuff.
My name's Rupert, and I'm playing Ynnari.
Got this, dude.
I'm actually
We got the beast snaggers.
And so the idea
I got 2 of them
that
actually.
is starting to be formed is just stupendous. I like my lists to always have an authentic feel, at least close to how I think they should feel.
Yeah, Orcs was the that's what I'm saying.
Characters juiced up
Orcs was
by
the first army that I wanted to build.
I brought the A-Team.
And
I brought some
now
Shadow
it's
Spears,
like my
I brought some
5th
Fire Dragons,
or
and I brought
6th.
some Howling Banshees. Bet you haven't seen Howling Banshees for a long time.
Those of you who remember, we brought out Ynnari versus Castellan when
so I have
both
the
got
speed
nerfed,
paint
and Rupert proved
medium
that he is the master of the movement phase.
here.
I think what he's going to be keyed on the most
see if I can
is
take
the
some
effectiveness
silver
of Yvraine
and
how
mix
he can
it
get his
with
Psykers
the
into
speed
combat,
paint
and I gotta say,
medium,
those
and so I
Banshees
can
are
get
sneaky.
some
Who
like
is the biggest threat, and what do I think
a
of the
watered
competition?
down version
All
of
them
this,
solid guys.
so that I can just
played all of them
kind of
before.
coat this in
Steven
silver
is
so it
the
looks
only person
a
that's
bit
ever
more
beaten me.
metallic
Steven's playing White Scars,
and not so just
I really have no idea how to beat him,
drag.
but I'm confident that I will.
plain. This may or may not work. I may mess up the entire model, but we're
edge of an
gonna.
imperial city. The
we're gonna
White
find
Scars
out.
have chosen to defend, as is their right as the defenders of humanity, and the Ynnari, the upstart Eldar, are attacking from the forest. This table is actually brought to you by Tabletop Gamer. They've graciously donated all of the MDF terrain you see here, and we
Nice.
prepared it for this battle.
Dark
Not only
Angels.
have they donated this for the semi-final matchups, but they've also given us some to give away. Check out our Patreon and Facebook and Instagram for details on that. And while you're at it, check out tabletopgamer.com. Our mission today is Beachhead out of Chapter Approved 2018. Starting on turn 2, objectives are worth points to he who controls it. The center is worth 2.
Are these
and your
all
home
things
objective is 1
generally
point.
red and
Plus 3
black?
points to
Tau
your
is.
opponent. First Strike,
Yeah.
Linebreaker, and Slay the Warlord are also in play. Players will be deploying in a hammer and
I
ambush.
feel like I see Tau, they're generally like white.
Deploying, of course, in the city to
And
defend.
aren't Dark Angels like
Deploying
green?
in the outskirts. There's not a lot of places to hide outside of the city, so we'll see how Rupert fares and how quickly he decides he wants to get in. He likely wants to try and go first so he can get his stuff into cover quickly.
It's a championship.
It's the
Steve.
championship. It's the championship, Rupert.
Do you feel like a champion yet?
I don't like feel like a champion yet. I will be. I think if I win, I should get to name your coming up baby.
Oh,
I'm gonna take some of this paint. Let's put this
We'll name him
here.
Calgar.
I think that is.
And then I'm gonna
excellent
add the
space.
speed paint
And let's be fair, whoever
medium
wins
to
this game is
this.
going to win anyway.
A lot of it.
That's true. We are the two of the. No, I can't even say that. They're both good players.
Then I'll
Like,
mix that.
I took a beating in the. I took a beating in the like.
And then
smack talking,
hopefully,
so now
I should
gotta
probably
dish it
wipe
out.
this
Yeah,
off.
everyone's
with
like, I just
paper
gotta beat it. I gotta show up to beat Steve. So I'm bringing the heat today. I have to defend my being okay at this game.
Well, I'll do the easy one first. The Rangers will be in space.
Look at you hiding at the back of the table.
I could have been more aggressive with my deployment. The risk is his captain on a bike can move so far. He could get into the backfield and just smash all my characters and my good units.
Oh,
so
that
I
sounds
was forced
tough.
to stay outside of that maximum threat range. Cluster of Psychers.
Yeah, I got-
Glacier Spirits here in the Vrain. I'm trying to figure out where to put my
Oh.
Darklanders so that they'll be.
How does the army play when you're on the table?
Very
If
interesting.
you don't have a lot of
Rupert
them.
here.
the
He's deployed
suits.
very, very deep in that bottom
What do you
corner.
do? Are you more
Everybody
like
except
hiding
for
or
Squad
what?
of Dire Avengers. I think he's baiting Steve. I think he's trying to try to get Steve to come forward and to come to get him, and then get in
Sit
range of his
back.
psychic shenanigans. He is definitely doing his best here to hide every single model he can from Steve's guns.
Do they still do
Right here
damage to
and now, though,
vehicles?
I wish I brought a Thunderfire cannon.
Yeah, well, I think that is a very savvy thing to realize at this
Assuming
point.
you got like
It would have
giant.
just been
I don't
then it
know
would've
if
put
they
you
got
on
like
lock.
guns and stuff like that,
terrifying.
like the
I start
Eldar.
with, 8, and then I
Like the
spend
support-
2
the
on
support,
Inari, Warlord trait
things.
and
I forget what it's called.
Relic.
Support
so I'm down to
weapons.
6.
I start with 8. I spend 1 to Tempered by
that's
Wisdom,
so
my
silvery.
biker captain, so that he gets
Yeah, I
2
feel like I
Warlord
still
traits.
need. Is that like a giant ship?
I will deep striking the Fire Dragons for 1 CP.
First things first, I will put the 9 Intercessors and Khan inside the Repulsor.
Oh man.
And then I will spend 1 CP to
Okay, so-
outflank the Repulsor using.
Yeah, the
Encircle.
broadside. Is that like
So
a
it can
spaceship
come
or
on
something?
within 6 inches of any board edge, starting at turn 2.
Dude.
The outflanking repulsor was not something I realized could be done.
Maybe I dry brush this
That was a
instead.
great move by
like a
Steve.
tank?
Put a lot of
Oh,
pressure
right.
on my backfield.
Yeah, put some infiltrators up here. Phobos Librarian right in there. I'm gonna throw.
I think I just
squad
broke the whip.
infiltrators, back here.
It's fine. It's still-
Biker captain is gonna go right there. So his relic is the Wrath of
Maybe
the Heavens
I
bike.
need to really
And,
get
effectively
paint
the
off
bike
of this and
flies
just
without the fly
lightly
Yeah, land speeder's back there.
brush this on the model.
So all of the Reavers gonna go right here.
So it looks
Inside
a little bit more
this
silvery,
crater. For some whatever reason,
like shiny.
it's open topped. I don't know why. He's a spaceman, I guess. We don't have to cover more power armor with power armor. I am going to outflank it. Encirclement. So it is going to outflank as well. I think I'm ready to go.
So I can.
There's an
choose to
angry
go first
buff.
a second. If I go first,
That's something
I
a
can
Tau
get
get.
some shots at your Reavers, which that's nothing to be sniffed at. They're pretty mean dudes. If you go first, you would be forced to either move up or abandon the central objective.
Does look a little bit more
But
silvery.
you would get the drop on me. I think I'm gonna go second.
You think you're going to go second?
Take it away.
Oh, army.
Have yourself a great game, man.
Like what?
Both
It's the
players
ang-
are going to be starting the game here
the
with
angry
5
buff.
command points. This is really going to be anybody's game at this point, so let's see what happens.
In my head, I thought, I'll do as much damage as I can. I'll cripple him as much as
Yeah,
physically
I'm gonna grab the
possible,
Gnome
so that he can't
oil
win the mission anymore.
and
These
just
guys, the,
place the Gnome
infiltrators,
oil on it and
the
then go from
forward
there.
infiltrators are gonna advance. Why inches?
Primaris, Phobos.
Yeah, I
Librarian
got-
to advance him. It's not
Well, I
as
have one of my subscribers on my Magic the Gathering channel sent me his entire Eldar army alongside Harlequins.
We'll
So that
start in the
was-
psychic phase.
The first
Absolutely.
army I ever, and that was
Evil
before
Time
10th
Corridor
edition
down.
released. So
And he's going
then they released, and then they were the most powerful army in the game.
4,
It just worked out
5.
so well.
So I will spend one.
And
3 up. So he does.
Good job.
So he gets to move and advance.
so I have Eldar, I have Harlequins, Yanari. Yeah, I have one of those.
I mean, it kind of leaves my librarian out in the open.
Yinkarn or something.
You can't let them live either. Shooting. They advance and they don't have assault weapons. And
But I
then,
can't even. That's what
assault
Luke
phase.
gave
These
to me.
infiltrators
Yeah, right.
declare an assault on your Dire Avengers.
But I have that. I have Chaos Space Marines. I have Death Guard.
Charge distances.
I have Tyranids.
No sweat.
I
He could have
have
just crossed it up and held the midfield for the whole game and done no
else?
damage to my army and won. But he didn't see that. He saw the risk of me getting
well
frustrated.
now orcs.
And so he went for my bait unit.
So they're all going to get their attacks though.
Pretty
Oh,
sure you'll kill him anyway,
Necrons.
so.
That's the hope. So on 3s.
And then I think that's it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's like
No minus.
No mind.
5 or
So I save a
6
lot.
or.
Wow.
I didn't even
Exarch,
count.
3 left. 3s, not much to worry about. And, 2 wins.
You kill a dude.
No leadership.
Yeah, I think the
That's
silver was the right
actually?
idea. I like the silver on here because it's
Make
making
punch
it
again?
kind of
think I should.
glow a little
First round of
bit,
attacks didn't kill.
but it wasn't
Dire
enough to
Avengers.
make the red
I have to
completely
choose
silver, but
between
it's enough to just give it
honoring the
like
chapter or showing no
like a
honor to the
glow.
chapter. It's 3 CP, and I think because of the mission, I have to kill them because that 1 point, once it's gone, is not available anymore.
I do feel like it
Good
needs
try.
a lighter color.
1, this is I will
Like, if
see.
I could
Try and bring it
add,
down.
like, a-
probably the wrong decision right here.
Like a gold to it. Oh,
Yeah.
Four
Gold
up,
to
four
it
up for
somewhere.
days. So I lose 2.
I feel like it'll
And at that point,
pop pretty
I'll just
well.
pull the Exarch.
Okay.
Now it just
Then I
looks
don't have to take
wet.
morale.
That was a huge
So
gamble.
I'm gonna let this
and
dry,
Steve lost
and then we'll
no
go back to
first
this
strike
model
for him.
later. I have to
Steve's gotta be
paint the.
disappointed. You know, those Dire Avengers should have fallen.
Should probably
He's
glue the
definitely-
rest of the
definitely
whip back
feeling a
onto
bit
the
of
whip
pressure
if I
here,
could
I think.
find
Maybe giving up that point
where it
and
went
staying
flying.
in position would have been a better choice.
The first thing I'm going to do is
I'm not
advance
too
my
concerned
Storm
about it,
Guardians.
so we'll leave it like that.
So they go 12, I think. I'm going to cause maximum pain over here. The other thing I can do is move 22 inches and charge you. But it costs me 2 CP.
Yeah, Chris, I'm gonna be doing. The channel's almost at 1,000 subscribers,
There's a lot of reavers.
and when I was on my Magic
When you're
channel,
dealing with a real finesse army like
I
Yanari
learned
right
that
now, you
doing
can't just smash the
live
enemy.
streams really
You need
helps
set them
to
up first,
bring
much
up the
like
watch
Boston.
time
You know, work the body early and it pays
on the
off in later
channel.
rounds. It's the same principle. Too
And,
many players rush in and try to win the game on turn
that
one.
I want to
You
get this
certainly can win the game
channel
then,
up
but
to
you
the
can for
four.
sure
The
lose
four
it.
I need
They
4,000
cannot
watch
fall back and
hours
shoot.
to get the channel monetized, like my
Can
Magic the
run
Gathering
around and
channel.
Just be really annoying.
And once I get it monetized, I'm gonna start reaching out to the other content creators in the space because I feel like once you're monetized, like people start taking you a
Oh,
little
it's
bit
such
more
an interesting
seriously.
game. I love.
I'm gonna start reaching
Just
out to
absolutely
some of the
love
other
the
content
interesting
creators in the space and see if we can do some collaborations and stuff. So I'm gonna be live a lot
I just want to keep my Banshees alive as long as possible. They're just so much
doing
fun.
stuff like
don't
this.
think
I hope these
can.
people don't mind that I'm watching their videos on my videos.
Okay, so at least if I go here, you would have to charge up and over this wall, which will probably make it really difficult.
Yeah, I'll look at it that way then. So I'm gonna start putting gold on various
Steve, good
areas of
tactical
this
play.
model.
I hate just giving stuff away. And you
I feel
put
like
me
it
in a
needs
really
a
good
color
position
to like pop.
to be forced to come out.
Everything is
Come get
very
some.
dark.
Yeah,
on this
exactly.
model.
So Psychic Phase, first thing I'll do is Doom that squad. Goes off. Then I'll Smite with Ivoryne, which goes off.
I'm within 24.
Oh, you might be.
Yeah, I almost
not
want to
quite.
take off my
Yeah, just
contacts.
for 1, so it just kills that front dude. Well, yeah, he just died
He does
anyway.
anyways.
Yeah, I'll start shooting. So he'll shoot first, and this will be 4s and 6s, 1 rending.
So AP minus 3?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 up. Nope.
Fusion goes through a guy and
You kill a
there's
dude.
another dude. And then I'll do the scatter lasers.
We put this
3s, and then we are rolling. Oh, no.
Why do you reroll?
Doom.
Oh, you're doomed.
Yeah, so that's 7.
3 ups.
And yeah.
I fail 1. So
Yeah.
1 guy takes 1 wound.
I was thinking about
which
painting
means
the
I'll have to
orcs
put
like
the
people
Reapers
paint
into them.
11
custodians
shots.
with the beast snaggers. I
That's
want
like
like golden
5 ups.
orcs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you
you
can
kill. Oh,
look.
dude.
Yeah,
5
I got
ups?
5 ups.
Watch him do it.
I'd love it.
I'm from Jersey.
Oh, he doesn't. Almost.
And First Strike is
I
going to give
play
him
at a
point,
game
and an
store
all-important one at that,
called,
because Steve failed to score it.
He'll shoot.
It's called
Phobos,
Mythico Studios.
Star Cannons.
They actually have their
Does he have an
own
invulnerable save?
tabletop
He does not.
game
Okay, so I'll
that
have
they
to just
create
do
called
cosplay there.
Mythic Earth,
So 1 hit.
and they print the models
dude.
inside
I'll
the
CP that.
building, and
Yeah.
Okay, so 2.
it's a fun game. People really enjoy it.
And he just
They
pastes
created
it.
their own
Yeah, so he loses CP, but
Canada
only 6.
word.
So I lose the librarian. I knew that was going to happen.
I can't charge you. I'm out of range.
That's cool. I'm not sure where
Interesting
Vancouver is. I
spot.
feel like
I'd love
Vancouver's
to
on the other
shoot
side of
more.
the
I
country.
could fire and fade, but I don't think I'm going to bother. So go for it, man.
And a turn here, and Rupert is up 1-0. He's in really good shape. Steve is definitely pressed forward. He does have a lot to come in still, but I think he really likes the position that he's in.
That's
So
cool.
now we
Yeah,
go
that's
to
what I'm
turn
saying.
2.
I remember
and this
when
is where we start scoring at the top of the turn. So whatever objective
feel
you're
like-
in holding
didn't the-
is the objectives you're going to score. Again, 1 for your
You
own.
can correct me if
for the
I'm
middle,
wrong, but I
3
feel like
for
the
holding your
the
opponent.
Grizzlies, Memphis Grizzlies,
Top
were
of the
from
turn here, Steve
Vancouver, the
scores 1
basketball
for holding
team.
his own objective, and that ties the game up temporarily at 1-1.
I gotta like do something.
That's why I'm like, when
My
you
biker
said that,
captain
yeah,
right
that's what I'm saying. I was like, yo, that's
there.
like West Coast.
He can do a lot of damage.
Super West Coast.
Those guys move
16.
nice, but not enough to get on that objective.
Not enough to get on the objective, no, but I'm
Right.
gonna kill those those dire avengers.
Big
back.
words for a little speeder.
But people play 40K a lot over there, I'm
I
imagining.
did move my doctrine forward, so I'm in the tactical doctrine now.
I was in Las
tactical,
Vegas not
Steve.
too long ago.
But that's okay.
I guess that's like,
Oh shit! It's really angry. Okay, so the repulsor hovers in.
I have a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel.
I-
A Devils fan.
Feeling repulsed.
Yeah, dude, I watched
Feeling
them.
repulsed, good.
Those guys are
You
good.
should. You know what? I'm gonna keep the Invictus Warsuit off the table.
Yep.
Got a lot of young guys on the
See what
team.
you do with what you have in Deep Strike, so which is some
Fire dragons.
fire dragons. So let's
Yes.
see where those
pretty
go.
popular over here.
Because the Invictus Warsuit doesn't like those. And then we'll go to shooting. This guy has a crack grenade up here.
Oh, okay.
4 up. Hits. So on 4s. So 1 AP minus 1.
All right.
AP minus 1.
It's
Yeah,
really
that's
like
good.
the
Oculus bolt rifles. So on 4s.
people all about like the
Sixes
Yankees and the
automatically
Giants
automatically wound.
for football.
So 4.
Or they're even like when we talk about hockey over here, it's like the Rangers. Even though like we're in New Jersey, people still really like the Rangers.
Sea of 4s. Here we go. 2, 3 hit. Nice. Delicious.
So 1 AP minus 1 hit.
And he did.
Get out of here. So then we'll go to the repulsor. I will send all 3 storm bolters into the storm guardians. The frag storm grenade launchers into the guardians.
Okay, 2 of those.
Crack storm grenade launchers.
So like I need
Into
just like
your
a
bikes,
plain
heavy
red
onslaught
to
into
kind
the
of
dark
brighten
rivers.
up some spots on the
12
model.
shots.
I feel like it's very dark.
Force, yeah. And then the onslaught Gatling cannon into here.
I don't know even how. Oh really?
Man, oh man, repulsors are heinous. Just so many.
Yeah,
shots.
that Hughes guy is gonna. We'll see what happens in a couple of years. It'd be cool to see the Devils win the cup again.
1.
I will CP one of these. Oh. Do I get it back? Nope. So I drop 2 wounds.
You know why
I
they
don't
call them
think
the
I
Devils,
need
right?
the Exarch as much as I need the the cracks, so I'll just pull them.
Reavers will shoot all their bolt carbines into the Banshees.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to do lightning fast because I can keep the Banshees alive. They'll actually do some damage. I'm gonna save my command points. So 20 shots on force, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
True.
Sorry,
them.
The Jersey Devil, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Not
in the
what I
Pine
wanted,
Barrens.
But still better than nothing.
Take.
That's like
That was-
central
Steve,
Central New Jersey.
Bricks of ice.
Is where the Pine Barrens
just
are.
Savage. Yeah,
That's
I
where
was
they say the
expecting
Jersey Devil is.
more.
I will charge then these 2 units. So I'll charge the Shining Spears and the Banshees.
3.
I'm super
lances,
far away
so
from that.
666. Nope, nothing. Go for it, Seth.
Oh, distance.
The Jersey's just so small. It's such a tiny
Give me a
place.
tag.
Both, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send all of it into the
not
Shining
much,
Spears. What is the
much
most
to
detrimental
do.
to my army? And I think that the bikes have to go.
7?
So 7
Really?
times 3 hits.
I just learned something new. I didn't know that.
Well, I was hoping that these Shining Spears would do something, and what they did was die.
And then would you just move me to base the 2 front Banshees?
Oh, like so?
Yep.
I see, because then you got on the 4 up.
The
I can't
Montreal
escape. All right, I
Canadiens.
see what you've done.
So like, there's 2
if they
teams
can't
called
escape-
Canadians,
That's bad.
basically.
For you,
Well, we'll see.
it's too bad. So 1 wound from the Exarch.
Okay, so 3++ invul.
Nope.
Nope.
Hey, 3 damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I would take that trade. 3 Banshees and 3 Shining Spears, but for 3 wounds on him, that's not bad. I actually feel good about that. Leadership
That's like
on
the-
Storm Guardian. But
So what's your mascot?
That was a
Like
pretty
a
solid turn for Steve there, I think.
mascot
I don't know if
is
it's
like
enough to
a-
offset his first.
like a
But we
Canadian.
got to see how Rupert responds. He hasn't really lost much in his half, but we'll see if he can hold those Banshees. in
killer
combat,
whale.
and that's going to be a key, I think.
Is that very Canadian?
He scores 1 for holding his objective, so that makes our score at the present 2-1. Let's see what the master of the movement phase has planned here.
I put the Shining Spears up in the hopes that they wouldn't die, and then I could springboard and do some damage. But by coming in and getting them with your Warlord, because he's your Warlord, right?
No, Google it.
Are within range of all 3 smites.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like Yankees.
Yep, I can see that guy. 4 back.
Yankees are like legendary
you
status
roll on
over
a
here,
fire?
dude. It's like
Bush.
everybody
Yeah, okay,
likes
fall back.
Yankees.
For 2 CP, I can still shoot and charge.
Oh, okay.
Or I can just run backwards and just be annoying. Yeah, I'm just gonna fall back. I'm not gonna use the stratagem because I don't actually need to do damage per se.
That's the
I need
best,
to
Chris.
survive and just be quote
That's the
unquote
best.
annoying.
Yeah, my family in
Yeah, this game
Puerto Rico,
is far from over.
they live by the ocean. We're like a beach town. It's the best feeling.
Autox. So I haven't actually moved either of
Does
my
it get
Autox.
warm over there though?
This is the really fun part. What do I do with my bad boys?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel it's still about like the
So the reason I'm measuring out all the sticks is
something about being by the water.
Rangers.
No.
Because then the Rangers, they do a couple of things for me. I mean, obviously they just sit and cover and are annoying. They score this home objective for me.
Which makes sense.
Turns out they've been there all along.
So we got this mildly
Dude's
painted.
been in the forest this whole time.
I'm gonna
So if I go here, it does 2 things. Prevents you from
grab
moving as
some
far as you
red
want.
and try to brighten up this
Prevent your-
model a little bit.
Warsuit from coming in.
See if
Let's
I can
just go
get some highlights.
all
just do
out
it.
on this thing. Psychic phase. Doom that guy. Goes off.
Oh, he's doomed. Okay.
I'm gonna smite him with the Warlock there.
for sure.
No, smite him with the Brain. Goes
He
off
goes off.
for 2.
1 remaining.
And I'll do another smite with the Spirit Seer, rather. Fails.
Fails. Here it is. This is what it's all about.
-5, dude.
Gaze of
Oh.
Aeneid.
What does that do?
11.
Okay.
So that would be.
That's like the
on
coldest
one-
day of my life.
So on that, it does 3 wounds.
Literally the coldest day of
With
my
a
life.
test.
Dude. That's,
Yeah, he eats it. He also swallowed up that Doom though, which I really like.
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
no, I think that's fair. But
Is the
I'll
water
tell you what,
frozen?
I get a Warlord.
You do get the
Is it
Warlord,
the
which is
ice
really good.
ocean?
And I gotta go get yours, but you do get the Warlord, but he swallowed up all your psychic powers and the
I
rest.
know, man. I know.
So I'm feeling okay.
I'm going to shoot into these guys up here.
Okay.
Shuriken hit, so 2 at -3.
Take 1.
The Reapers are going to shoot
That's a legitimate question, dude.
5 wounds at
Is there
-2.
even a little bit of ice on it?
-2.
Yes, sir.
There's gotta be ice somewhere.
So
dude.
damage, right?
Yeah, they're just gone.
You just ice it.
All type
That's
Christus Weps.
-5. That sounds like Russia.
Fusion gun. 3s.
We're talking about like super
Yeah,
cold
but if I could kill it.
temperatures over there in Russia.
If you only could kill it.
It's got 6 wounds.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll that.
So you got a 1 CP?
Got it. We've got 2 left. So 6, baby.
4.
Got a laser lance, and that's on a 4-up, so kills it.
What?
Laser lance does 2 damage.
Oh.
I wouldn't. I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Okay, see if he explodes.
He does. Oh, nice.
I just
You're taking 1.
I like in Jersey because we got like
So ignore it. Shooting into your tank. 4 dudes.
we get all the seasons, you know.
Savage. Oh no.
Oh, it's-
wounds,
it's
no
not
might,
like- It's never really too
6. Nope.
2.
And
14
then
wounds
the
remaining.
Exarch.
Too cold.
Oh my gosh.
Nada.
Yeah, he straight up missed.
The repulsor's gotta do work now.
Our dragons have whiffed in the
-5.
greatest of ways.
Jesus.
They've dealt like 2 damage to the repulsor. Well,
I don't even know if it's ever been
I thought Eldar just pointed at stuff and killed it and it didn't work.
negative degrees in my life.
So I'm gonna charge you. I ignore Overwatch. Okay. You ready for this? That'll do it.
Yeah, probably.
That's kind of wild.
6. So 3s. See what you get there.
None of them.
So 2 damage.
Oh, wait a minute, because you're not talking. You're talking Celsius, right? So that's like
strike
27.
Wow, that's a lot of
Oh,
punches.
so you're 17 degrees
I know.
Fahrenheit. You
I'm just
mean?
saying, it's good. Oh, never mind.
None of
Those
them.
are still
nothing.
cold,
4 ups is
dude.
what I needed and I got
All
none.
right, so now I know why the ocean's not
It
frozen.
is rough.
I
I
think
was like,
you
yo,
lost.
That's rough.
You lost 6 guys.
this is like, dude, like, how do you even go outside?
11. So it'll be 3. They'll be gone.
So, but NHL, no.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Nothing.
End of 2, and we've got a score of 3-1 in favor of Rupert. He's got first strike and slay the warlord, and an objective point to Steve's single objective point. Steve's definitely in the back foot here, and he needs to make up some points quick.
Yeah,
he
me
still has
either,
that
bro.
Victor Warsuit to come in on his 3rd turn, so let's see what
I
happens.
don't take anything personally. It's alright. From New
Steve scores
Jersey.
another point at the top of 3 for holding his objective, but he's still behind Rupert to score 3-2. He really needs to hammer down the
take things
accelerator here,
personally
kill
in
off those
Jersey won't
Psychers and
last
pin
long
Rupert in
over
place.
here.
Let's see what he does.
I still have a Warsuit. I still hold my backline objective. I have to try and knock him off of this thing. It's gonna be really rough. I didn't think I'd lose that many Reavers, but I still have a Repulsor with 12 wounds left. And he's running out of solutions for the Repulsor.
So Steve is not disembarking his intercessors. I think this is a huge mistake. It's great to have transports, they protect you for a turn, but if you don't have your guns on the table, they are not going to do work.
My thought, I'm gonna move the Repulsor forward, I'm gonna shoot a bunch, and then I'm gonna charge his Fire Dragon and get even further distance with the Repulsor, making an even greater springboard if the Repulsor lives around. That I think is that's the call.
Minus 40?
So there's nowhere left to hide, right?
Goggles?
You can go this way, but then it's away from his home objective, and that's the objective I need to win the game.
Eldar can always find somewhere to hide.
You guys are going to fall back?
Well, there it is. Steve's got to move off his
Oh,
home
man,
objective to
dude.
threaten the middle, and that means he's not going to score that next turn. He's going for 2 instead
Like, at
of
some
1.
point,
It
are you
makes
sitting
sense,
and-
but he really needs to put the pressure on Rupert. And Victor
Or
Warsuit
like, you're
comes in
just
as
at
well,
your
and
house
hopefully
and you're
that's
like,
going to be able
bro,
to put some
why
pressure
are we
on also.
here?
Victory favors the bold. Let's do it.
There's,
The Invictus
you
Warship
know, we live on
all the
something called
weapons and the
Earth
dragons
Absolutely. Let's do the
that
flame.
has
They might just get
various
picked up.
So, 2d6 auto hits?
destinations.
with 9 auto hits. So
But no, bro,
6
I'm
AP
gonna
minus
just
one.
stay where
1
it's
and 2
minus
models.
40.
So the Autarch dice?
Exarch, yeah.
Exarch dice,
I mean,
sorry.
basketball.
Heavy stubbers. 1 at AP minus 1.
Basketball goggles.
And then the heavy bolter.
People driving with goggles on. What'd you do? What you do during COVID? You got goggles and masks.
3s.
And gloves.
Killed him. I have to get rid of that dragon though. The repulsor will send its las cannons, its crack storm grenade launchers,
It's like,
its las cannons, its crack storm grenade. I should be right in 12 for those guys.
Sure. Yep.
Frag storm grenade launchers, the storm bolters will all shoot into the rangers.
Yeah, bro.
Las cannons and crack storm grenade launchers into the
you don't gotta worry about
frag storms and
social distancing there, because
and storm bolters into the
I would never.
heavy onslaught Gatling cannon into the banshees. And then I'll send
I mean, I would
the
deal with
regular
it,
onslaught Gatling
obviously.
cannon
Like, if people can deal with
into
it,
the
they can deal
Rangers.
with it, you know? But, serious,
On threes versus your fragile elven
Saskatchewan.
form.
No minus.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
one.
that's basically a place that I'll never go to ever in my life.
We're using the same dice. What's happening here?
I told you my strategy.
What? Like,
Saskatchewan. First of all,
with 6 AP
that's
minus
name.
1s.
Saskatchewan.
So I fail 4.
That sounds like Saskatchewan is the place where I imagine like Bigfoot lives.
So I take 3. So I'm down to 3 wounds. That's it.
So what will happen is the Reavers will charge up into your guy, into your Autarch. So I need a 3-inch charge.
Wow. Okay.
No, I have to CP roll it, re-roll it. Yeah.
There you go.
So they just go all up and
It's frozen.
So we'll go in with the repulsor. So Overwatch on 6s, right?
6. Oh.
Distance. Should have been the Invictus. The Invictus Warsuit on the
That's actually
whoosh.
pretty savage.
No. The Land Speeder charges your Autarch. Distance.
Sure. I'm sure.
I actually think I can do that. No.
Just out. No.
I think I finished one.
That's unfortunate.
Kind of
I
ugly,
needed that. I tried really hard.
but
So he just missed the 4-inch charge, which
okay.
prevented him from
take some high def
contesting the
photos
center
at some
objective,
point in the future.
which is kind of a disaster for Steve.
Still
for
got to
me,
do the
no,
base
it's
and
good. I wasn't
everything.
expecting to hold that objective anyway.
Okay, so the
I
Reavers
just
will
took
go
the
first.
model. Just
4, 5,
this
6
one's
AP
gonna
minus
look
1
cool.
hits.
And so those are 4s.
I feel like it needs more.
Dude,
Yeah.
what?
Gold.
What do you do? What do you do? There's nothing I can do. You rolled 6 4-ups multiple times, and I'm rolling snake
Above
eyes.
where
for my
Minnesota
charges.
is.
Well, that's not why you're
So
losing.
Minnesota's that cold too. See, I ain't going to Minnesota either.
6s.
Oh no!
It's like strength. It's on 2s, I'm fairly certain.
So Autarch is hitting into the Reavers. He gets 2 wounds. 2 of them are gone, and then 1 takes an additional mortal wound. Here, I need a morale. 6 plus 3 would be 9, which would kill them.
Oh,
I
man,
have 2
that's
CP
a-
left.
that's a light.
It's probably worth it just to keep them.
You
alive.
gotta enjoy that to
Over
me.
5,
Oh,
so
they die
You
anyway.
gotta wake
So
up
that's
every
what
day
it's
and be like,
Missing a
You gotta wake up
4-inch
every day and be like,
charge.
yo,
You know, when the dice
I wouldn't
turn,
want to
they
be
turn
anywhere
hard. Steve's out of
else
command points.
but in
He
this-
is definitely in
weather.
Definitely
Like,
in
I
Rupert's
enjoy
zone,
being
but I
cold.
think he's going to have a bit of a Hail Mary here in order to try to win this
Yeah, I
one.
live in Jersey. I lived in
my
Puerto
turn, I
Rico
score
for
3
some
points.
time.
I score 3 points, 2 for holding the middle objective, and then I hold this with my characters. So
Yeah, it's 6 to
about
2.
it.
I need to go and get his warlord, and I need to hold that objective.
Jersey,
later.
you got like. Oh yeah, that's it. I like. Oh, putting the gold there really makes it pop now. Alright, I'm happy with them all. Yeah, so we get like all the seasons. Jersey, you got snow, you got the beach, you got pizza. You got everything over here, man. Food. Really just pizza. But what I think is cool about Jersey, especially where I'm from in North Jersey,
Psychic
is like there's
phase,
so much,
starts with Doom.
like for people,
Ivrain,
bro, listen to this, Chris.
Smite,
There's a,
8.
you remember I was talking about Mythico Studios, the place where I play Warhammer?
8 goes off.
Like I'm the
Wow, that's
the
not bad.
Vanguard for
These
Kill
hits
Team
here
at my
smite
store.
On a 10.
I basically just teach
Nice.
people how to play the
2.
game a lot.
The Farseer will also smite
And
on a 7 goes off.
dude,
And hopefully I get a 3.
I'll tell you, like,
3.
Or 5.
oh yeah, the gold's
The
really
attack
making this model
is going to
pop.
shoot.
the side
So he's
note.
got 4 shuriken.
But
Boom, boom,
like,
boom.
where the store is,
Right?
Chris,
Yeah.
there must be at least with like. So if you go to
Make it.
Fusion.
like if you're at Mythicos, right? If you drive up the street from Mythicos, there's another game store.
Okay, kills it.
Does he explode?
If you drive down that road,
Okay.
I don't lose anybody though.
going in the opposite direction from where Mythicos is, there's another game store in the town next over. You could probably, from Mythicos itself, you could probably drive at most 30 minutes
they'll just shoot
in
the,
another, in any direction basically, and there's another game store. So what I'm basically saying is like,
Neither.
6 damage.
within
Three
a
skylights.
like 30-mile radius, you have
3s.
there's Mythicos, there's All-in-One Collectibles,
Primaris.
there is the Dragon's Horde,
Juicy.
you have
this will talk, we'll shoot
the
them.
Highlander
What
games,
I'm
you
gonna
have the
do
Bearded Dragon,
is-
you have
gonna shoot everything. Into the squad. 3s.
Oh no, one wound.
whatchamacallit, I Choose You.
Yeah.
There's like, and then there's another one in Hamburg
Boom.
called Nemesis.
Nada.
I think that's
So
all my
you have
shuriken.
like 7
That's-
game stores
that's gonna be a
in
6.
in
And
just like
that's
in
gonna
that
be-
small area to go
get
to,
him.
you know?
It's a 9. Banshees
So-
for sure are charging.
And I don't get
What I want to do with this,
That
because
is
I have a
correct.
Magic the Gathering channel too,
I do.
where I
do.
just play so much Magic. And what I want to do is turn Jersey into like a touristy destination, where like people like us from around the world just travel to Jersey to go play
4 attacks from the
either Magic or
in your board.
Warhammer or Kill Team at
then
these
the other
game
ones will go to
stores, because
Banshees.
there's just
On 2s.
you could take like a trip.
1.
Oh, that's in New York.
4 up.
So here we go. 4 up.
That's another place.
What? I
But
got
like,
my
dude,
last-
you could take a trip.
Yep.
You can fly into a person could fly into Newark,
2.
and then from Newark, you would go
This
to
is really
basically
Rupert
like
getting the lead. 3
Morristown.
turns complete and a score of 6-2 and no command points.
Maybe
left.
it is.
Steve is not going to score anything in the start.
I remember like something about Kevin Smith and me being at a comic store in New York City one time. I remember that I went.
Effort here.
Maybe it's in Jersey. I'm not too sure. If you look up the name, I'll tell you exactly.
Khan advances. He gets a 12.
I just think like there could be a day in the future one day where it's like people fly into Jersey
Okay.
and they're like they'll land on a Wednesday. Well, they'll land on a Tuesday. They'll go out on Wednesday to go hang out at one store. They'll go out on Thursday to hang out at a different store. They go out on Friday to hang out at a different store. Saturday the same thing. Sunday the same thing. Like you could literally spend
Within 12 inches of him. And on a 4
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like you could spend like 5 days in Jersey and play at 5 different stores with 5 different groups of people. Dude, I'm telling you, it's pretty
My cat can take your Falcon.
lit over here. I would definitely do it though when there's like a tournament or something going on, because when the tournament's going on, that's when things get a little bit more. Like if you're talking about 40K, things are a bit more
Here we go, playing Kill
intense.
Team. All right.
yeah, I mean, I'll be at Mythicos. Maybe at some point on the channel, I'll set up like a. Cause I think there's people on the channel that are from just Jersey. They're already here,
Stupid
and there's also just people at the game store that also are aware of this channel.
These guys? Yeah.
Like I'm sure
So 2 AP minus 1 hits to those.
Yeah.
could
Damage?
like
So it kills.
gather and get people
Okay, alright,
together
that-
to just go out and
This
play
is
games
closer
and do
than
stuff like
than
that. I feel like
points
it'd be a lot of
indicate.
fun.
It is, isn't it? That's what's fun about this. So what we'll do is we'll send the flame cannon into the Banshee.
Definitely.
And
At some
then,
point in the
the
future,
heavy
Chris, for
bolter
sure. Like I'll tell
and the
you will know when it makes sense too. You know.
and the heavy
Talk
stubbers
to
into
Nelson, the store owner at
Reapers.
Mythicos, and see if we can get
And
like
then
a
the
Kill
frag
Team
bomb
tournament or something.
to make sure they are
going, and then I'll let everyone know on the channel, and then we'll just kind of go from
These,
there.
the Exarch and the one.
That way I can play
Boom.
Beast Snaggers.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what I'm gonna play.
Charges,
I wish they would do
so
Beast
charges.
Snaggers.
The Invictor Warsuit charges into your Autarch. Let's crush this thing.
What are red course? Oh, you're talking about
Finally, a 4-inch charge. I can.
Yeah, no. What are red Corsairs? I don't know what that is.
So I'll charge all of them.
Is that Chaos?
Nothing?
Blade World Eaters?
11.
He wants it.
We'll go
That
right
stinks, dude.
there. Take them both.
Okay, well he'll just
Everything is-
heroically in. But yeah, fair enough.
Never fun, but always.
Warsuit.
Yeah.
4
Yeah,
attacks
figured.
into your biker.
Yeah, just miss. It'd be great.
You're losing, you're learning.
So 3 AP minus 3s.
4-ups. Okay.
Takes 3 damage.
So it rounds down to 2, so I need a 5-up.
He dies.
Ouch.
Whoo, yeah.
I remember
Warlord.
playing
If I split it,
It's a risk.
it's a risk. But I feel if I could, I shouldn't probably.
If you get both, you're in an incredible
You know,
position.
There's a video I want to tell you this, Chris, and you tell me what you think.
And then 4 attacks.
'Cause I was thinking about making a video on the channel where like I keep having these experiences where people are talking about like
All of them hit.
playing
Spirits here on 2s, rolling
good
1s.
dice.
Both of them. So 2s.
And like I'm relatively new to this Warhammer thing. Like I'm
Spirits here,
not
sorry, and then rerolling.
I'm not somebody that grew up
So
playing
2
the
AP
game.
minus
Like
4
I'm
hits.
extremely.
survives
This is all really new to me.
D3 plus 1 damage.
Oh, I see.
So he takes 3
Three,
damage.
so
But
4s.
apparently,
So 3.
It's,
like,
1,
dice-
so 4 damage so far. So here.
You got one left.
actually,
4-ups.
Heck yeah.
I should have just pummeled every.
like it has
Ibrahim,
like,
your toughness 4, right?
defects, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4s.
So
just one,
like if I take this dice here, like I can roll it
Nope.
here.
2 damage.
And roll the 2, right?
The Farseer.
And then I'll roll again. I just rolled another 2. And then I'll roll again.
Okay, so
And
2
then I'll roll another 2. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like some dice roll numbers more often than others. 2! Oh my god, that's 4 in a row.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But like
That's
I
crazy.
think I was talking to people in the
If you
store and they say
survived
that
and these were
people
both
go
there, it
out
was definitely
and they'll take dice
you could realistically
and they'll roll each one individually to find out what rolls most
Passed a
often.
bunch of 4-up saves, and I didn't pass any 4-up saves. And if I had,
Yeah,
if
it would
I was
help,
able to
but
bring it on the
just-
Psychers,
you know what I mean?
think it would have been a game.
That some people do that.
Because then you lose a lot of the tools
And
to deal with things.
like the dice that I have, I did this for, and I picked all the dice that rarely rolls
Poses
ones.
back and forth the entire way, and there are some high spots and low spots for all of us. So it was a good game.
So like every time I roll, it's at least like
Well, now he wins.
I'm always either rolling 4s or 3s or 5s or
So
6s
whomever
generally when I
wins
roll
out,
dice.
Sterling and Mike gets to showdown against this. Good luck to them.
Because they say like not even it's like you can look it up, like there are like studies that like when the machine, unless it's like a perfectly cut dice,
to maneuver and
like when they
outmaneuver your
cut
opponents.
these
DK only
dice,
covered
there's
here.
like
I think he played
minor
maybe he should have played more
imperfections
aggressively, maybe he
into the
should have played more
dice.
passively, but that's
To the point where
definitely
like
you guys
I
decide.
could literally make a video,
First
dude,
semi-finalist is gonna be
and like
Rupert
I
Campbell.
can
He's
roll the
going
dice that I did all of this stuff
Make sure to
with,
tune in next
and like
week
when
to
I
watch the
roll
Custos
them,
under Sterling Backtrick.
and
Face off
I
against
picked the
Thousand
ones
Suns and
specifically
Siege with Mike Buns.
that
Winner
rolled
of that game
less
is gonna face
ones.
Rupert for the first
And like
ever
I'll roll
Play-On
a dice
Championship.
15
Thanks so
times
much
and
for
then
tuning in,
record the
folks.
number.
Special thanks to our
Roll it
players,
again,
Rupert
record the
and
number.
Steve,
And I've
to
written
Garage
it down
Games
and I've
Geekery
done it.
for the recording space,
And like I
to you,
picked
all of our
10
supporters
dice
and
out of the
fans.
pile
You know,
that
we
I
couldn't
had,
really
and I
be doing
rolled
any of this
ones
without the support
3
we get from you
times
guys. So please
when I
comment,
did
please
the little
like, and hey, if you want,
study.
support us on
This is
Patreon
clearly
so we
not
can
one
keep
of those
doing
dice,
what
by
we
the way.
love
This is
to
not
do,
my good
which is
dice.
bring you fantastic battle reports with great players and great armies. As always, this is JT signing off and saying until next time you see us in the grimdark universe of the far-flung future, play
Yeah, well,
on.
do you have like models with infiltrate?
Repent, for tomorrow you die.
Gotta slow him down.
One step back.
Put up some roadblocks.
No surrender. No mercy.
Forward. Lower the Emperor.
Welcome 40K fans. In today's contest, we present to you a battle of the expats as Loyalist faces off versus Loyalist in this 1500-point edition of 40K in 30 minutes. Matthew Beavis brings his amazingly converted Goblin Guard army to face off against Chris Jones and his beautifully painted Dark Angels. This should be a real whole hobby experience as both armies are beautiful and both players are known as true gentleman players.
I do like to castle up, but I'm aware that playing against all bike army and end of table objectives, I'm going to have a bit of trouble. I like to have a few distraction units so that it gives the illusion of charging forward.
I just love Matthew's army.
That's funny.
He's running Cadians and Scions today, a trio of Leman Russes and a spearhead led by an Executioner tank commander, a battalion of 3 infantry squads led by the classic triumvirate of company commander,
this will be
commissar,
fun
and
for you,
primary
then.
psyker, with a Taurox and Basilisk in support. For some deep strike threat, a patrol of Tempestus Scions. This is an absolute classic Imperial Guard setup. Tanks, infantry, and support elements, but taken to a whole new level, as each and every model is a converted goblin of some kind. From the berets on the Scions to even the Goblin Gunners, he has spent countless hours on an absolutely beautiful showpiece, and we are super happy to have it here on the channel.
I've been collecting orcs since about 1996, and this is probably the first non-orc army I'm happy to have owned. Non-orc army. There's no orcs in there.
I highly suggest, folks, that you check out our play on Instagram for shots of these 2 beautiful armies. They are gorgeously painted, and the time and effort these gentlemen have put into them really shows.
Playing Dark Angels, I've been playing Dark Angels since the dawn of 5th edition, which is why I keep going back to 5th edition rules. But at least I'm not pre-measuring these days. I'm excited. I like to zip around with the bikes.
This is my
Fill their
favorite.
battlefield role.
This,
with the Terminators,
I love
there's
these,
deep strike in
dude.
as
My
best as I can.
Eldar,
It's
dude,
needed. Just
I went
get
with
it
the
in for
snow.
round.
Chris is running
Like, this
Double
paint
Wing,
scheme is
folks.
just
When was the
so
last time you saw
simple.
that played? Ravenwing
This is
Bikers
my
and
favorite.
Deathwing Terminators.
I
Such an
love these.
iconic Dark Angels combination. He has an outrider of 3 squads of Ravenwing bikes, led by a biker chaplain and Samael himself on
My
set.
Eldar army is like, nobody wants to play against
Deathwing
me.
Terminators and a squad of Deathwing Knights. Coordinating
I don't blame
wrestlers
him.
is a Damocles Rhino and an Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor. What an absolute classic army makeup again. It really opposes Matthew's army well, as Chris is fast and maneuverable compared to Matthew's entrenched gun lines. Should make for an intriguing tactical matchup.
I love my army. I got 16,000 points painted and a tattoo.
The eagle-eyed among you may have noticed Chris is wearing a Warhammer Hero t-shirt. He earned that honor for the work he's done with his charity.
Did you beat him when you played against him?
Event he's put on since 2011, benefiting local food banks.
I was humbled when friends nominated me for the first round of Warhammer Hero for my work with Foodhammer. I was able to run 2 40K events last year, and the people who came out were just pumped both days, and we raised so much money. It was fantastic.
This guy's gonna be pretty good, though.
this year.
Taking a look at our map here, that Fortress of Redemption is not only fitting, but provides a definite split right
Looking
down the middle.
for the
Chris will have to decide which flank to advance up, and Matthew will
Morn
still
Fang
need to set up
Brown
with
that
the
I have
ability to
somewhere.
respond to Chris's advance. Both players have some room to hide here as well, so we should see a fairly cagey deployment. Speaking of deployment, today it's Dawn of War, old school, long edge deployment, staring across the table at your opponent. Absolute classic. Our players are playing Resupply Drop out of Chapter Approved 2017. Players will take turns placing 3 objective markers each. However,
Oh, really?
at the start of turn 3, player 1 will nominate
Yeah,
3
I'm
alpha
incredibly-
objectives, and 2 of them will be randomly
I'm
removed.
like
Player 2
overly
does the same at the
competitive.
top of their turn 3, and these are the
Literally
only
just
2 objectives
super,
that will be
super
worth victory
competitive.
points at the end of the game. First
If I'm
Blood,
playing something,
Linebreaker,
I
and
just
Slay the
I
Warlord
have
are
to,
also
especially if
in
I'm spending money on
At
something.
first glance, this mission
I have
might
to
favor
feel like it's
Matthew's
good.
higher model count. However, Chris has so much speed and the ability to deep strike Terminators into position that there really isn't much of an advantage either way. It's really going to come down to which objectives are chosen and how the dice land.
Yeah, it's just my family though. I think
I
my
always start
family's
with
just, we're just super
unit that
competitive
doesn't
people.
need any line of sight.
Oh, I know what to kill first. Put my Damocles Command Rhino down here in the corner.
I'll put my command squad in reserve.
I'll put my Deathwing Knights in the sky.
I'll put my Tempestor Prime in the sky.
Chaplain in the sky. Pretty quick deployment phase.
I'll put the plasma squad, 10-man, full plasma.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
May they all roll ones.
Hopefully.
Samuel's going to start off
Like
on
my
that
cousin.
objective right there.
Okay.
In his land speeder.
My one cousin
36
plays
is a key
baseball
range
for
my
the.
command
Well, he
tank.
played
So I'm going to put him
baseball.
right in the middle here so he can see as much as
He
possible.
played for the San Francisco Giants when they won the World
Before we go any
Series.
further, I'm just going to say I have old grudges as my warlord trait. And I'm going to target
Like the people in our family and my family are like
So
super
anything within 6 inches
competitive.
of my warlord
He
reroll
played center field.
Blade of Conquest as well, which is quite deadly in combat.
He's going to drive over here and hit me with his sword.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Excellent.
Deployment looks pretty standard here for Matthew.
just very,
the guard castle up is a pretty standard tactic. Chris's army
You gotta
moves
be
very
pretty
fast, so the last
exaggerated to
thing
do
he would
something
want
like
is
that.
to spread out too much and get carved apart or locked down. Chris likewise is deployed somewhat as expected. With his mobility and Matthew's guns placing models out of line of sight as much as possible is a really smart idea. Matthew only has that basilisk to fire indirectly, so Chris doesn't have to worry too much about steel rain falling on his bikers' heads.
Oh, really? Well, that was. She probably knows who he is then if they were, if she was following them when they won the World Series.
And you finish setting up first, you're +1 to the roll off to go first.
Let's roll for first turn.
I will go first. Good luck. Good luck, Chris. Do you want to seize?
I will attempt to sneeze. No, not today.
Yeah, right.
Okay, battalion for 5 points, a spearhead for 1 more, and then 3 for battle forged.
All right, so we're rooting for Matt.
The 3 regular, plus 1 for a Vanguard detachment, and 1 for the Outrider detachment. So 5 total. They'll be on soon.
Okay, turn 1. I'm going to try and get some shots off. So I'm going to move at half distance so I can still shoot twice. So that's 5 inches. I believe, according to 8th edition, I can still see 1 model of your unit with my guns.
Okay.
8th edition, wow.
All right, I'll move further than the half move, so I'll just shoot once with the turret. I'm going
Whoa.
to get out of my transport before it moves with my company commander. So
Yeah,
within
that's kind
3
of
inches,
intense, actually.
So that he'll have line of sight to these troops which are going to advance. With an advance roll, 12 inches for the first squad.
That's what.
Natural sprinters. You know, like them giggling and hooting and hollering as they're running
Why
along.
people are meant to be together, you know?
They're well drilled.
Well drilled.
Well drilled Imperial Guardsmen. Professional grots, yes. Paid in squig. Another 12, wow.
I think the last thing he'd want to do with 2 objectives so close to him already is overcommit and have to stretch, as we won't know until turn 3 which of these objectives are live. Having spent much time setting up his castle, I'm not sure going first is a real advantage here. Personally, I'd rather pull Chris forward and get some shots off against him, but getting to choose the alpha objectives by going first is really important, and that's probably what he's thinking.
So with the movement phase done, I believe I go into the psychic phase now.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Night Shroud on my tank commander. Warp charge of 6. And he peril.
Oh, he fell in the hole. Does he fall in the hole?
I think he does.
The Psyker is melting his own brain and takes 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortal wounds, so he has 1 wound left.
Oh.
It's pretty much the first roll of the game. It made me laugh out loud, you know? Like, I never really used psychic powers before, and of course it's going to bite me in the ass. Now, moving on to the shooting phase is where I start my orders. So he's
Is
too
he
far.
playing Astra Militarum?
It's going to give 1 order to this squad, and I can see the far Ravenwing squad there with the las cannon.
There's not a ton of targets for him. Chris has
that's
done
like
fairly well to mitigate that
mutated.
hellstorm of 4 Lehman Russes can unleash.
Oh, yeah, it says it in the title of the video right there.
No.
3 wounds.
Okay, so 1 biker dies.
The tank commander can do 1 order, so I'm going to order Strike and Shroud. This guy moves so he can only shoot his turret weapon once anyway, so I'm just going to Strike and Shroud, which means he can shoot and pop smoke at the same time. Everything, including the heavy bolter, from this Lehman Russ into the far Ravenwing unit.
It looks great.
5 up. No, that's definitely a 1.
And D3 wounds, 1 wound only. Now the heavy bolter is also shooting at the same squad. 2 hits.
There's 1.
1 wound, -1.
Loves it.
Loves it, perfect. So I'm going to spend a command point to order an additional unit, additional order rather.
Well, if it seems like these guys are playing
So I'm going to use the order where he can
Canada.
roll the number of dice for his turret weapon. So shooting the turret weapon twice.
That'd be cool if I get to go play on
We have
tabletop one
4
day.
wounds at only -2.
I'll bring my
So this is Limros number 1 against
My
the Injured
Eldar.
Eagle Wing. 1 turret shot only, 4 times, 3 hits. So 2 wounds at -2 with cover there.
So 4. He regrets nothing.
well, I don't know where those guys are located.
Oh no, you can't see them.
I know, I can't see them now. So
They
I
have
know they're in Canada though.
Basilisk.
Really, bro? If they're in Toronto, that's actually really close. I think Toronto's like 4 hours away from my house.
D6 shots, but he rolls 2 dice, picks the highest number of shots, and I'm going to attack those bikes there. 6 shots, 4's to hit, so 1 miss. Ouch! 4 saves at -3 from the Basilisk.
Yeah, one bites it.
D3 wounds. 1 wound only. And that's the end of my turn. Oh, that was frustrating. It is what it is, but
No kills for Matthew and no first blood. Man, that could really come back to haunt him. He's given Chris the opportunity to score that all-important point, and as we've seen before, often if you can score first blood and hold on, it can equate to a win. Let's see what Chris can do in his first turn.
Oh, I really got to tie Matthew's tanks down. So I just got to try and keep them in that place and hope the objectives end up where I need them to be.
Yeah, that's close.
Fairly cautious movement here. He still has a lot in deep strike, and it appears he's looking at setting up turn 2 charges rather than overextending immediately. I think this is a smart play. You know, too often players overcommit early.
I've heard stories
More
about
often than not,
Seattle,
it won't
bro.
win you the game, but it certainly can lose it for you.
I'm going to take advantage of some cover for the time being.
So let's let
Maybe
this
game
dry,
is
and then
huge on the deep striking units.
then we'll put some brown over the
Is that your intent?
dirt or something, just to get it to like
And these guys will come around the
a
corner.
little bit.
Here they come.
First off in the shooting phase, Samuel has 12 shots from his assault cannon.
I'm going to take cover with that front unit.
Bro, the Seahawks beat the Giants, bro. So, don't even talk. Dude, you got it good. I'm a Giants fan, dude.
Cover 5+.
The Giants, dude.
So many 5s and 6s.
These are the Seahawks beat the Giants.
4, 6.
6 shots with the twin heavy bolter. 6 wounds.
2 go down.
Wow.
All right, perfect.
Oh, good, because we wanted to leave some for these guys. 16 shots. I'll throw 4 shots from the closest biker into that guy, and then the other 3 will go there. So 3 wounds.
A reroll.
Let's rush.
Wow, he's golden.
Clinks off the armor.
Okay, so 12 more
Where?
shots from the
Oh, there
other
it is.
bolt guns.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Moving on 3.
use
So that's
this.
6 wounds.
5 up.
I may just mess up this model entirely by doing this, but I want to see what this looks like.
Here we go.
Chris is using the Damocles Rhino Orbital Barrage ability, nominating a point in the field.
Oh yeah, bro, I
and
remember that day. That day was
doing, I
crazy.
believe it's D3 mortals, and on a 5-up against characters, D3 mortal wounds, as the guns from above rain.
I was watching that game with
below.
my girlfriend at the
So
time.
after
That
the
was like,
character, right? So 5 up.
that was a crazy
Oh
day.
yes, he's taking. Yeah, he's gone. He's dead yet.
First blood from the orbital bombardment.
Huzzah!
He's managed to kill that Primaris Psyker. He needed a 5+ to be able to affect a character with that ability, and he's done so. That is the all-important first blood point for Mr. Jones, and you know that single point can often be the difference maker.
I was lucky in that I was able to hit so many units at once because Matthew had castled all the tanks up in the corner. Being able to get that first blood was it was a real shot in the arm.
So how many grots die? 3.
3.
Wow.
Okay, so yeah, that's my shooting.
5.
Oh, blue dots in my eyes.
1 wound from a blue dot. Actually, yellow dots.
Let's go of the handlebars for a second, and rolls over a piece of.
Yeah, I feel like
piece of
this
fluff
making
there. And he takes a
that
wound.
brighter red that I'm putting on top just makes
The
it
goggles
look
do nothing.
a
I'm
bit.
going to try and assault these clowns.
It gives it more life.
Yes, I think I'm in.
But then you still have that darkness in the background, you know?
Yeah, I'll waste a command point. That didn't happen anyway. Okay, so the other 3 attacks. Yes, 2 of them hit.
1 dies. So now I do my morale. So he started at 10. 6, he's gone. Passes. Yep.
It's good. Great, meat shields. Yay.
Yeah, literally.
Worked out.
Oh, did it?
I think what did it for the Giants was that they played the Patriots like right before the season ended, and they almost beat them in that game too.
Chris has positioned himself well here, and he's set up some turn 2 charges. Matthew is still stalwartly holding that gun line, and turn 2, we should really start to see some ordnance fly. Let's see what Matthew's got up his sleeve for his second turn.
So I'm falling back out of combat. They can't shoot.
During his movement, it looks like he's really trying to maintain the integrity of his castle. I'm not sure if that's the best idea, as it's unlikely, but possible the objectives could be out of his reach if he doesn't at least start to move up a little bit.
And that will be the main movement. At the end of my movement phase, bring on reserves. Do I want to bring things in? You've got a lot of Terminators coming in. Deep striking the plasma scions. At this stage, we don't know where the objectives are going to be, so I think putting them in center, given their low mobility, was an obvious choice. And then I'll also place the melter guns over here.
Okay, good placement.
I'm also going to put down Tempesta Prime. He has an order allows me to reroll wounds against vehicles. And I have the opportunity to put down the last squad. I'm going to put them here to give an extra bubble against your reinforcements.
A flag.
Planting my flag on your fortress.
Get off my lawn.
Damn kids. I think that's start of the shooting phase is orders. And order these guys to get back in the fight, which allows them to shoot even though they fell back. And they're going to shoot at their attackers. 2 wounds.
Oh, Jesus, tonight.
The laughter, that's what it's about.
I've got 1 order. I will bring it down.
Okay.
The plasma guns against him.
Looks like he's using his own deep strikers to mitigate some of Chris's incoming units. You know, that's not a bad idea. If he's got them in cover, those scions can be hard to shift out, and their guns are good.
4 plasma shots, 2 wounds at -3.
Saved 1.
2 damage.
2 damage, so he's down to 5.
Roll 2 dice, pick the highest for number of shots.
No!
Can I buy these dice off you
No.
when I'm done? 3.
You see, people trying to buy dice. It's because people got good dice.
4 melter guns.
Okay.
No bonuses, just flat out 3s to hit.
Killing those bikers is really going to slow Chris's
I would
advance.
think.
But he still has his Deathwing to arrive. He is down to 5 command points.
I would
though.
think.
It remains to be seen what Chris can do on his second turn.
How much time I've spent playing
This is really
40K?
nice playing on a nice table against nice models.
It is.
I think it's been like a year. I want to say like a year and a half, maybe.
Wow.
Chris is really taking his time on setup here. You know, he's got to think about this.
You know, I first started because I just wanted to like.
In order to have the best
My dad
chance
used to paint models and stuff when he was growing up, and I kind of wanted to just get him into playing a game. So, yeah, I'm like really new with this. I have like 17. Well, this Novitiate's team is probably my 17th kill team. And then I have the 6 armies all in 1 year. Yeah, I've done a lot.
The second squad down, I'm going to spend 2 command points for Deathwing Assault on these. These guys will get to shoot now.
And they'll be able to score the objective from there too.
Yep.
It's an interesting choice where he's dropped those Terminators. You know, I would have thought he would have chosen that copse of trees in the bottom middle, maybe to charge in and tie those Lehman Russes up so that they wouldn't be able to shoot back at him. I just hope leaving that powerful an offensive unit in such a defensive placing doesn't cost him points here.
So using the Deathwing Assault stratagem, these guys will get to fire now. Oh, target-rich environment, I love it. 6 shots
Oh,
into
this
those
is
guys,
looking so
4
much
shots into
better.
those guys, and then 4 shots over there.
Yes. So Saison and Tempesta Prime.
Oh! So the remaining 4 shots are over there. So they all hit, and they all wound.
5 up. 3 down.
He is
Just the sergeant and the heavy weapon team.
So Shooting Face, I'm going to go over here and try and do some damage to this Leman Russ with the Raven Wing Biker. Rolling on, hitting on a 3. Yes, but
4
strength
plus.
8.
Strength 8, toughness 8.
I won $1,000 from
Yes!
That's what you want.
in GC from.
That's a good use of a command point.
I don't know what GC is. I'm assuming it's money.
Command point left, but that is a
Gift cards. What army would I buy? Oh, you tell me what you would buy first. You have to give me a second to think.
Heavy bolter into the squad then.
2 die. And we have plasma.
I
And
know. I think.
Throw 12 assault cannon shots at them. 11 hits. AP 1. 9.
9 saves.
1,000.
One guy beats it.
Wow.
I think
Chaplain's like, oh, it's my turn. He will shoot his bolt guns into the Scion squad. All the ones today.
Admech. Word.
3 plus. One guy.
Shooting phase. Oh, I'll come back to the Terminators over here. He's going to try and finish these guys
I
off.
feel like if I just got like $1,000 like that, just free cash like that, I feel like I would want to get an army that's the most expensive.
Shoot the guys on the landing pad, the Scion, so the assault cannon.
I would just get the most expensive army that I could find, and I think that
1 hit.
I would probably get Deathcore. I would want.
That's enough.
I would want an army of Deathcore Krieg.
Ducks behind cover.
Samuel's going to try and charge him. Try and charge the Tempestus Prime. Oh! No, I'm not going to waste a command point on that.
I feel like that would be super tough.
Okay.
With this biker.
Overwatch. No wounds.
No wounds. So, oh yeah, he makes it, yeah.
Yeah, either Astra Militarum
Can get in. Oh,
or it would be
6? No. Drive over me.
or I would just get
No driving over me today.
like Imperial Knights or Chaos Knights, and then just because with $1,000 I could probably get the entire army, like everything I would need. I'm not even sure if $1,000 would finish up an Astra Militarum army.
I think I'm good. It's
I'm going to check my morale. So leadership 7, lost 3. So 2 die, 2 models die, they're gone. This guy remaining, he lost 9, so
yes, he did.
He's definitely out of here.
He's definitely dead.
And our score is still 1-0 with Chris down to 1 command point and Matthew with 5 remaining.
You get a lot of it, yeah.
This
I
is
just
the
think it would be
tournament
cool to
season
have.
objectives are
I
gonna be
just
live,
like.
and it's a big one.
I think the
Matthew
Krieg.
has
There's
to
so
choose
much.
two objectives, and only one of those are going to be
so much
an
fun.
actual live objective.
Yo,
Matthew has
speaking of
nominated
fun,
3
I was thinking
objectives
about
Whatever I roll,
downloading
the
the
2 disappear.
Warhammer.
2.
They have start collecting boxes for Krieg.
Work cut out for me. Deathwings are doing their own dance now, but I'm going to struggle to get to that objective. This infantry squad will embark inside the Taurox. So I have line of sight now to the bikes. And these guys are going to have a slugfest. Move 6. I'll advance.
Oh, really?
You're worrying those Terminators.
Oh.
Until they run away.
I think I'm gonna get that.
Cover.
I think I'm gonna buy that.
Make another little bubble for your knights to not come in that area. Use the order pound him to dust against the Terminators to re-roll the number of turret
Yeah, I
shots.
think I'm gonna get that. I think I'm definitely gonna buy that. I'm literally gonna start saving up money right now for it.
Of the volley guns from the command squad. So I guess all 3 will have to go.
Or if GW gives me $1,000, I'll just
enough to tickle him.
buy it with that.
Tingle. 4 saves, 5 up. No,
Oh, that would be so fun, dude.
Investor Prime, he's going to throw a crack grenade.
That would be so fun.
6.
I don't know. I just feel like I just like playing Warhammer because when you're there at the table and you're playing, you can like talk in the voices of the models that are playing. I think that it's just so much fun, dude.
Only 1 wound.
That's probably the nerdiest thing to say of all time, but I just feel like
D3 wounds.
to be in the perspective of the models on the board is just, it's just hilarious.
And misses.
So, 3-ups. Here we go.
And the redacted codex is Emperor's Children. Yeah, that would be cool too.
The Basilisk into the bikes.
Okay.
3 shots.
You know, technically, if I have my Chaos Army,
2 hit. 2 wound.
if I just...
Wow. Alright, well, 2 wounds each, the one with 1.
Well, they're probably gonna have like specific units specific to Emperor's Children.
That's my turn.
So
And then you
like,
get to roll to see which.
I don't know how much my Chaos Army is actually gonna be compatible with it, you know?
Now the battle is on.
Oh, that is unlucky for Matthew. Both objectives are effectively in Chris's own zone. What a fortunate.
Yeah, I have nobody. I mean, I got the people on YouTube.
Not designed to press downfield like Chris.
I don't really know a lot of people like that
And effectively, his table half
to say
is going to
anything.
make Matthew's job very, very difficult.
I was on the back foot for some of it when I was losing units quite quickly. But with the die roll going my way on my turn 3 for objectives disappearing, that really turned the tide.
It really looks like this is Chris's game to lose now, as he has the upper hand. I think if Matthew had it to do over, he may have pressed forward a little bit sooner, as Chris has got him pinned
feel
pretty
like
well
if
here.
I can do
it's going to be
this-
difficult for him to get to those objectives.
What if I make that shoulder pad completely gold?
I got 4 hits from the chaplain on here. Unlucky, sir. Samael is going to throw his assault cannon at this guy. Wow, 6 1s to wound.
4+ save.
So
4+ even with the cover. It's cocked.
wow, he takes 1 wound. I'm just like, what is with these guys? Is it because they're really small? Okay, so heavy bolter at the men in the tower. Plasma gun into the tank. I'm gonna risk it and overcharge. No ones. Yeah, no! Using the last command point. Okay, 2 hits.
4+.
Okay.
6. Oh.
2 damage. Just 2.
I'll take the brown.
Solid shooting phase from Chris, but he's really going to do some work here in his assault phase.
The chaplain will charge the Lord Commissar. And then
Like Age of Sigmar?
between the company commander and this Lemon Russ here.
And are those guys?
And those guys are gonna try and punch that tank.
You talk about Age of
Has
Sigmar?
managed to get in and tie him up, and at the end of the turn, we've got a score of 1-0.
What is Old World, then?
Out of command points, and Matthew is down to just a single command point remaining. On to turn 4, and let's see what Matthew can do. So it looks like going into this turn here, Matthew has to be able to shift those Terminators off the center and get his infantry squad in there. If he can't get rid of those Terminators, there's no way he's going to be able to hold that objective, and that's pretty much going to mean the game for him. He might be able to sneak in and get a line breaker then and make this close, but if he can't shift those Terminators, the counter assault that Chris has is going to wipe his guard squad, and that's going to be the game for Matthew.
Okay, everything else is going to stay still. These 2 tanks into that unit.
Is that like a new thing that's gonna be releasing, or is that like,
And a 1, still 3
or is
shots.
that already an established game?
Nothing.
I've never heard of
Supercharged
that before.
Turret. Executioner turret will shoot them, and the 3 heavy bolters against him. 4 save.
Oh, he's gone.
It's what it comes down to, folks. He's put 2 wounds on those Terminators with Meltas, and if the Termies cannot save it, then they're toast, and Matthew's going to be able to get in on that objective. Chris rolls. Boxcars, double 6s. Those Terminators survive. Without clearing them off that objective, that infantry squad cannot
Is it like a
possibly
game?
hold that
Let me
objective.
look it up.
Nothing happens.
I think we'll call it there, Chris.
I think we'll call it there.
Great game.
Thank you very much, man. That was a lot of fun.
A real pleasure.
So they have decided to call the game there. We're going to call that a final of 7-0 in Chris's favor. That's 2 objectives and a first blood point. The most Matthew can hope to score here is going to be that single objective in the middle. So with the game of foregone conclusion, the gentlemen have decided that that's it. The Goblin Guard will come back to fight on another day. It's in no way indicative of how close this game really was. Both players had an opportunity here to pull this one out. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Special thanks to our players Matthew and Chris, and to the Garage Games and Geekery for the recording space. Until next time you see us in the grimdark universe of the far-flung future, play on.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. It looks like the game isn't out yet. I see Chaos Dwarfs, Lizardmen, Ogre Kingdoms, Daemons of Chaos, Vampire Counts.
As the 5th sphere of expansion continues,
Skaven.
Startide Nexus is threatened. Brave Tau defend themselves from the oppressive incursions of the devotees of Nurgle in this latest 40K in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'd probably play Vampires.
His Purge, a unique list style that relies on more shooting than your average Death Guard or Nurgle list, including being able to shoot into combat via a specific
Yeah,
stratagem.
looks
Nick is
fun.
playing Borkensept Tau. It's a very aggressive.
I mean, I'll tell you what, if GW,
In fact, very few of his
if
guns
this channel ever gets to the point where they just start sending me stuff to build and go play and teach people how to play and get everyone in the world to play Warhammer, I'll do that.
Normally it's Tau that want to sit back and shoot, and Nurgle wants to get in and ooze fetid goo on its opponents. This should be a great matchup.
My name is Nicholas, and I am playing Tau.
Like outside of here, I work as
Play
a
on for the first time.
I work as a personal trainer. I actually train the president of.
Through the Dawn of War video game, and I
literally am the personal trainer for the president of the largest personal training company in the
I
world.
loved the big shooty guns.
Or in-home
In many
personal
ways,
training
in
company,
my
I
mind,
should
they
say.
feel like the actual good guys
Exact.
of 40K. Support each other.
And I train a couple of other CEOs from other companies and some other
I
presidents.
want to play the good guys. I play a very different Tau from most people.
So it's like,
I hate gun lines. I feel like
I feel like it would be super.
boring to play against. I play one of the most in-your-face Tau lists you'll
You could probably
ever
do
see.
like a
Most of my guns are not
partnership
more than
deals
18
with my
inches
bosses and the
range, so I get really
companies
close
that they
in your face
own
and
and
shoot you hard.
stuff.
My Yavara has to live. It's a list.
Nice, dude. Yeah, the gym is the best.
Really heavy guns. If it can get close enough, and if it can live long
sure,
enough, it can delete a big unit a turn.
I get to eat food
This
because of
unit
the
alone
gym.
can do a ton of work against Devin, and he needs to get that in and get that to do its job.
My name is Devin Crucio, and I'm today playing Chaos Space Marines, specifically the Renegade chapters, Flawless Host, and the Purge. I'm anxious, but I'm seeking a little bit of vengeance. It was about over a year or so ago that I first played against Nick, and he handed me my first loss, the first game of the day. He won by 1 point. So I'm back here today, ready for round 2. I think I could take him. I love playing Nurgle, so when I saw the Renegade chapters, the Purge come out, I was loving it.
Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy for you,
I don't think it's
Chris.
a good idea to
Yeah,
run
it's really good when you get a good trainer, man. Good trainers are like teachers,
Good is
dude.
not
They,
my friend.
like I feel like if I'm training somebody and if they're not training by themselves at some point, I'm not doing my job, you know?
Let the dreadnoughts do work. Keep firing away on all cylinders.
Today we are playing Retrieval Mission out of the Warhammer Basic Rulebook. Players take turns placing 4 objectives total. Each is worth 3 points at the end of the game. First Blood,
I feel
Linebreaker,
like
and Slayer
working as a
Warlord
trainer
are all
though,
over
like
the
you
place.
spend so much time around
This
people.
map is brought to you today by our very own Nick Fraze. He
They're like, I just
custom
need this
built
time
much of
to,
the
like,
terrain
paint
himself, and we are super pumped
and
to
just
be
like
able to
play
showcase it on
Magic
our
and just
channel.
like
The players have decided that the trees
be
will provide
alone
cover
basically,
as
just so that I have
baseless
time
walls
to
as
kind of like
structures have all
decompress.
been
It helps me
deemed
do my
ruins.
job a lot better.
Otherwise, there wouldn't be a lot of places to hide out on a Tau airfield. I'm excited to see how these two match up. The first turn
Gives
is going to
me
be very
patience.
important, and so will the KG deployment, as Tau do have some tricks, but those Plague Bearers are dead hard to shift.
Let's do it. Roll off for choosing sides.
Oh, double six.
Starting off right.
I got a 1. Yeah, all right.
Got a 1 as well.
Third time's a charm.
Here we go.
Come on, Chaos Gods. Oh my lord. This is getting intense already.
This is a premonition of what is going to come for our dice rolls.
Let's do it again.
What is going on?
There we go. No.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna choose this side, and that means you deploy the first unit.
All right.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, I'll start with
Yeah, training is not cheap, dude. It's like going to school, man.
Dreadnought. I'm gonna put him right over here, next to this train.
I was super surprised he placed one of his big important things, because that let me decide, okay, it's there. I know if I place my
That's
guy here,
why,
I can get in range
you know,
first turn. I'm gonna start by putting
Doing what I do now, I'm usually working with people that have so much money they don't even really
Place a unit of 10 cultists.
They're just like whatever.
Gold Star battle suit.
Unit of Havocs.
You know, they literally pay me to drive to their house to train them. You know, it's a different world.
Not enough line of sight blocking on this side to be able to hide my Yavara. So I think it just needs to go down.
Good. Good.
The big guy.
Am I making you nervous, Nick?
I do not like my chances against those big dreadnoughts.
Yeah, buddy.
Definitely has a lot more troops and objectives.
That's a pretty decent amount.
True to form is really deploying close to maximize his short-range shooting. Hopefully he gets that Yavara.
We go up to 90 depending on the amount of
Gotta get everything close enough to take advantage of that Monka special rule. All my
amount of sessions that you book. I think feel like 48 for us is like
if I can get the Monka, I can
the
advance
most.
and fire like I didn't move at all. One big ball of Tau gunfire.
Both players look to have left units in deep strike
That's like
as
our
well.
96 sessions is like the biggest package that we have. Yeah, well, I know some plumbers make some good money though. At least you got enough money to make an honest living, you know. Eat food.
Good.
While you sit back
Get a
and
house, have a
Chaos loves it
girlfriend.
that way. You know what? If you want to get my grill, I'm
Chill.
all over it.
Well, Devin, who gets first turn?
I think it's pretty important. I think we both need it really badly.
We both
but...
need it very bad. All right, so you get +1.
Yep. Pop an Urkel. Give me some luck.
Do it.
Oh. 4.
I got a 6.
Oh no!
It's gonna be a tight one. Tau is coming for you.
I think I can take them out, no problem. I mean, they're just fish people, so how bad can it be?
All right, I'm gonna try and seize. Come on. Oh, dang. All right.
Well,
let's have a good game.
And we are underway. Nick starts the game with 14 command points and spends one on that extra relic. Devin is starting the game with 8 command points total.
The very first thing that's gonna happen is my commander right here, he's gonna call Moltka, which means that him and any units within his set, within 6 inches.
He's always
can
playing Tau.
Advance and fire as if they hadn't moved this turn.
Ouch.
No wonder he deployed so tightly together mid-board. I don't think Devin really saw that coming that early.
Wow.
I completely forgot that he could do that.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is see how far this little unit of shield drones can move. And they have to advance a further 1 inch.
Whopping.
Fantastic.
They really want to get there, Nick.
Second unit right here, this unit of 7, will advance as well. Oh, look, even farther.
You're saving the good rolls for later, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
It looks like Nick is agonizing over where to put the Yavara. You know, unsupported by drones, it's going to die quickly, but he did use his once per game Monka and needs to take advantage of that. The problem is he didn't roll very well for his drones to advance. So he's either going to leave his Yavara unsupported or he's going to have to wait till next turn.
You know what? It's too risky. I'm going to move back. I can't get in range of two guns, so I'm just going to move back so that I can be in range of both drone units.
It looks like he's going to have to hold the Yavara back a bit. Not a bad idea, but he may be making a mistake here, as it really needs to get in and bring those big guns to bear quickly and thin out Devin's ranks.
I rolled terribly. Every single one of my drone units, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should have used a command point at that point to try to re-roll it, but I really needed to save those command points. There's so much I can do with that. Okay, you've limited
I feel like I've
Good.
So
I just
don't
need
have
a
that
tough
many shots.
A lot of his firepower won't reach me on the first turn. If I can outshoot the Tau player, holy cow.
On to the shooting phase.
Why not?
He's out of range for his flamer, but his big heavy gun, he's gonna target their Lord Discordant there. He gets 3 D3 shots because I Nova charged.
Is he shooting his Yavara first? What? he should be shooting his marker lights first. Oh man, what a mistake.
Why I'm shooting this before I shot marker lights, I have no idea.
You know, I've said it before, playing on camera is really challenging, and it definitely can affect your decision-making process.
He is going to use one command point to reroll that dice. I hit again. So,
Oh no. I need 5 ups right here. Here we go. I made 1. Okay, still alive. Still kicking.
I'm gonna try to target that guy with 4 marker lights from this squad here. And I hit you twice. Fire 2 more marker lights here at this guy here.
Right.
I got 1. This guy to
We
fire
got some tough-
every single one of his seeker missiles at the guy that has 2 on him in the back. Okay, because I have 2 marker lights on you. He's gonna fire his marker lights at it. And then his side weapons here are gonna fire at
one more.
7, 8. I can fire the smart missile system first. So 1, 2, 3 wounds.
Uh-oh, 3 dead.
All right, and then the 2 marker lights against the guy in the back there. And I hit you once. And now I'm gonna use the stratagem uplink marker lights to put D3 more marker lights on it.
All right.
I get 5, so now I have +1 to hit on that guy back there. So then the seeker missiles. I got 6 of them.
There we go.
I'm hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. All right, so every single one hit. 5 wounds at -2.
5 ups.
I
Here we
think it
go.
looks a little bit better with that
6,
red.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13
Gives it like
damage. Is that enough to
depth.
kill him?
It is not. He's down to 1 wound.
No way! Oh, that's so brutal.
I think they look
Boy.
better.
I need first blood. Okay, so tell you what I'm gonna do.
You put the 1 on him there.
I've still got this guy to fire here. He's the only guy
Cool.
in range into this guy.
No, come on.
And
Don't do it. Are you
Oh.
gonna? Yeah, you are. Come
no,
on.
okay. 2 of the meltas into him. Fusion blasters. 2 fusion blasters into the Lord Discordant. And 2 of the fusion blasters into that dreadnought in the back.
I could still
2 into this one right
add
here.
some.
I hit you twice because I hit on 2s. When did you do twice at -4?
5 ups.
So, where's the
Here we go.
goal?
Come on, let's make these. Uh-oh.
Yes,
Oh, he
I
down.
got him there
He
with a
down.
6 and a 5.
There's your first blood, sir.
There's the first blood.
Aw.
Okay, and the other one will fire at that dreadnought in the back. Hit both. And you're on 7, strength 8, so on 3s to wound. I wounded you once. Now
Okay.
do not save this.
Please.
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, I only need the 1 wound, that's right.
Yeah, you only needed the 1.
It wasn't a great first turn. I killed a little bit, but I really did not kill enough.
Not the best, but not the worst shooting phase for Nick here. You know, he's dropped a Daredeo Dread and a Lord Discordant, but I think he would have wanted to do more. With the firepower that he's leaving, that second Lord Discordant alive, it's not in his battle plan, I'm sure. He does score the all-important first blood point, giving him an early lead of 1-0. Devin's turn here. I wonder what he's got planned. Let's see what he's got.
Problem is, if the Lord Discordant tries to charge the Yavara, he's just gonna get melted by flames. So I can't really do that.
That is the nice thing about the Yavara. I think that commander is dead. What do you think?
I hope he's dead. If he isn't, I'm definitely in big trouble.
You saying that Tau I'm reading your message. You saying that Tau have
Do
hooves?
so though. So let's see what he can do in his shooting phase.
It was a bad idea to deep strike those Terminators. They could have really used their firepower right now. So, Psychic Phase first. With my Chaos Familiar Stratagem, I'm going to spend 1 more CP. I will replace Warp Time with Prescience instead, so now he can give something +1 to hit.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it on Havoc's here. Goes off with a 7. All right, so now they'll be hitting on 2s.
Shooting phase?
Yep.
Before you go any further, at the beginning of your shooting phase, I'm going to enact the stratagem Neuroweb System Jammer. What that does is I elect one of your units within 18 inch of a commander, and it is now -1 to hit.
Are you going to do it on the Havocs?
I'm going to do it on the Havoc.
No, come on. Fire. I'm going to shoot 2 Reaper Chain Cannons into the 7-man squad, and 2 are going into the 8-man squad.
Well, they look like.
Targeting drones, I think, is the right call. You know, Tau, again, live
No,
and
they
die
look
by
like
the drones.
fish.
Taking away that safety net is very important.
There you killed 3 drones in that squad.
16 shots onto the 8-man. Rerolling ones. Oh boy. 10, 12.
All right, so again, on shield drones, shield drone 1 passes it, the other one on a Feel No Pain fails. So 1 shield drone is dead, fails, 5 up plus Feel No Pain, so both shield drones are now dead. Starting on the gun drones and then moving on to the marker drones.
There, now the black base.
So it's -1? -1. So 4s do not do it. Total unit is wiped.
I needed that. I needed that. Next up, we're gonna shoot
Ooh.
these cultists into that little 2-man unit of drones.
Sure thing.
Hitting on 4s.
So that's that.
Well, there's only 2 of them, so they're both dead.
Good. Okay, so next up, we're gonna have to shoot some Daredevil Dreadnought stuff.
This is where it's scary.
We're gonna do twin heavy bolters into the 2-man and the 3d3 plus the butcher cannons into this squad.
Okay. That is it. You've almost killed all the drones on the table.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. So that would be 3 saves, sir, -1.
Now these are 4-up invulnerables. Save 2 though. And this one goes through and becomes a 5-up Feel No Pain. Ah, I got 1 shield drone left to save me. Will it be enough? This poor little drone.
I was really hoping that guy didn't live.
He is slaughtering my drones way too quickly. Like, I was really hoping these guys would stick around a little bit longer.
I want my Leviathan Dreadnought to shoot all of his butcher cannons into that Yavara. 16 shots, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s from the Lord.
I should have made that guy the -1 to hit.
They all hit. Make 9 saves. -1.
So on a 2-up, it goes to the drone. Goes to the drone, and then a 5-up, the drone saves it. Drone is still alive.
No.
All right, 2-up goes to the drone. 5 saves it. He's alive still. 2-up goes to the drone.
Don't do it.
5-up
No.
saves it. Oh, the drone's
Okay, good.
finally gone. So that'll be on a 3-up.
Ooh.
So 1 goes through. How much damage does it do?
Just 2.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Taking 3.
Butcher cannons are good. 2-up saves against butcher cannons are better.
So, fight face?
Yeah. I'm gonna charge in with the Lord Discordant first.
All right. You're gonna die in the Lord Discordant right here. 4 6s.
No, sir.
Not a 1.
Good.
Come on in.
Charge distance.
Get a 2.
So 6 inches, he's good.
You're in.
Image.
Well, that'll kill him.
Beautiful.
Bye-bye, Mr.
See you later.
So we end the first turn with a score of 1-0 in favor of Nick. Going into turn 2, all of the deep strikes should be arriving. This could be a really decisive turn. Let's dive right in.
Start of turn 2. I'll burn a stratagem for 2 command points. Do I get 1 back? I do not. And he gets D3 wounds back. He got 2 wounds back. So let's do some movement. I sure wish I could do the Montcalm thing again. 14 inches. Let's get up in your face.
Don't do it.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you.
He's doing his what's that dude's name from Star Wars? I forget what his name was already.
Very short movement phase for Nick. He's got Devin
Jar
in
Jar
hand, but he
Binks.
really just needs to put the right models within the right ranges to do maximum carnage.
Nova charging. So take another mortal wound.
I like the
All right,
videos
that'll
that
be
say
my
that
movement
Jar Jar
phase,
Binks
and
is
my
actually
D3
evil.
are coming down. Number 1 is gonna go right about here-ish. And this guy's gonna go here. All right, I'm in a great position. Most of everything's in range now. I've dropped my hazard suits. They have a lot of guns on them. I feel like I can take out the cultist unit over there. I probably can eliminate both the Lord of Discordant and his Demon Prince. I'm feeling pretty confident that I can shoot enough off this board to really get him on the back foot. And move on to the shooting phase. At the starting shooting phase, I'm gonna burn the Sakea Sept stratagem for another 2 command points. Do I get one back? I do, so I only spent 1 of them. And pick a target that can be seen by a Sakea character, this one, and choose a unit, and every unit within 6 inches of that unit and that unit gets 1 marker light token. So I'm gonna choose him, and so this unit, this unit, this unit, and that unit all get a marker light token on them.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, Jar Jar Binks is actually a
Dude
Sith.
right here. He's gonna fire 2 marker lights, smart missile system, into these guys right here. Into, and we're gonna do 3 times at no minus. No cover though.
6 ups. Ah, boys. So 3 more dead.
This guy right here, he's gonna fire his marker light into that. It's heavy, so it's -1, so it's on a 3 now. The Lord Discordant is getting hit by marker light. He's not, he's missing.
Good.
However, he is Sakea Sept, so he can reroll 1 dice per unit. So he rerolls and he hits.
You are literally lighting me up.
I'm trying. These guys are gonna fire just 5 straight pulse rifle shots. 1, 2, 3. 3 wounds, no AP.
Okay, so 2 ups. He's good.
Yo, Chris.
Now he's gonna be shot by
Yo,
Melvin.
I'm telling you, dude. Jar Jar Binks is a Sith, bro.
From this commander to this Lord Discordant. Hits twice, 2 rerolls. Wounds you
Telling
3
you,
times.
don't make me pull. I'm about to pull up the video, bro. Oh, okay, you have heard about it? I was gonna say, dude.
He makes 1 save.
It's like, yo, I'm about to
2d6 damage.
blow your mind with that video,
4, 5,
dude.
6.
It blew my mind.
I feel like this has happened before.
Yeah. How many wounds you got left?
6.
He's got 6 left. That's not very much damage. Nope, gonna leave it.
I think this may be a mistake on Nick's part. The more you can hurt the Disco Lords in shooting, the better, as they really shine in the assault phase.
This guy right here is gonna shoot into those cultists right there. Hitting on 4s. Strength 5, so on 3s. 2, no minus. Wow, that was terrible.
6 up saves. Come on, t-shirts. Oh, only 1 dies.
These drones right here will fire into this squad of heavy Gatling dudes, whatever they are.
The Havoc Squad.
3, 4, 5. No minus.
3 up saves on my Havocs. Come on, buddy. I will CPU roll 1 because I need them to live a little bit longer. Okay, so 2
Look at all the spots of red on this one.
That's ruthless.
That was amazing.
I'm just gonna keep
He's
putting
gonna
the
split
red
his
on the
fire.
models.
Fire one of his guns into this, and the other gun into him.
Okay.
So they're double barreled. So, 8
But
shots
dude,
there.
like, I love the in the videos where it talks about Jar Jar being a Sith, and then they're like, look how he. I don't know. It could just be like confirmation bias, but it's like it's just super convincing.
And 1 wound at -1.
He's good.
Okay, I've got this guy left and the Yavara. Those are my two big shots left. This guy right here. Can he see him?
I would probably think so. You could you could definitely see my gun tip for sure.
Well, he'll overcharge his weapon. So they all hit.
Uh-oh.
It's a joke.
3 at
Three.
-2.
It's a good joke.
3 ups. Failing only 1.
Those 3.
All right.
All right, down to the Yavara. Big guy. Yeah, he's out of range of most things. He's gonna fire his flamer into the Lord Discordant.
Uh-oh.
And his big gun into that guy there. Into the Dreadnought.
What does Big Gun do?
His big gun gets bonuses against vehicles. On 6s, it does D3 mortal wounds for wounding. Let's do the big gun first. 3 D3 shots for it.
Okay.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 4s, rolling
Oh
1s.
god,
So
that's
on 3s
interesting.
and on 6s does mortal wounds. It's getting a lot better. I'm gonna use a command point to reroll this.
Okay.
This one here. So
The one thing that I found interesting though, where it was talking about like
4.
Come on, show me 5 or 6.
that George Lucas, there was a book that
3
existed
flat damage.
3 flat damage? Okay, so he's
where
down
there
to
was like
I should have done more.
it was like there was a boy with superpowers
5,
that
7, 8,
like,
9,
and he lived in a society that everyone had superpowers. And
terrible.
That's what I like to see.
what ended up happening was
Well, if you fail both of these, you're dead. There's only 5 wounds left, right?
Normal saves.
the main character of the story never,
One.
he was kind of like an outcast because nobody ever knew what superpowers he had.
Wow, that's a bit of a whiff on the shooting phase for Nick. That's really.
And
you gotta know he wanted to.
but the
do more than that.
superpower that he had was actually luck.
Okay, he's gonna clear charge
That everything
and him.
would work out in his
I'm trying
favor.
to get him into combat, obviously, to stop you.
Please don't.
Let's see how far he charges.
And like if you look at Jar Jar Binks as a character, and he'd be like running around,
to get in that charge in his assault phase.
and
Rolled a 9, so it's not
he'll
quite
like
enough.
run and then like trip and fall over something, which causes somebody to fall, which causes like a grenade to like fall into a tank, and it blows up a tank that's about to like destroy everyone.
Dreadnought and a Discordant. That would have been nailed to coffin for me.
But he just ends up in the right place at the right time randomly.
That's going to be a
That
big
that
deal.
actually
To shut down
that
as much shooting as
actually
he
is
possibly could,
his,
and he's not going to be able to.
like that's his power.
Really needs a big turn here.
Like that
He's
the like
on the defensive for sure.
the
I
universe.
suspect that
I'm
this
talking about in the
will all
book.
be about where he places those.
But like that's actually how that's just his superpower.
Let's do it. You know what?
But then when you look at
He might distract your
like when you look at Jar Jar Binks in the movie, like there's a lot of scenes that make it look similar, that sound similar to what goes on inside that book. That George Lucas said it said that it inspired him to make Star Wars in general.
-1 hit from this guy here.
All the cultists are going to shoot into this squad here. Okay. So 16 shots.
It was cool.
Come on, be somebody. 2 saves, please.
2 saves on the drones.
One day I'll watch Star Wars videos
Autocannon into those drones. 2 saves.
while we're painting.
Saves 1 dies.
We're going to shoot. I'll shoot 5 into there.
Oh, I don't know anything about Han Solo.
1 into those 3.
You killed 1, 2, 3. That was on this squad of 4, right?
Yep.
All right, 1 survives.
Time to get mean here. We're gonna do this guy's 2 heavy bolters into there. His greater havoc launcher into these guys, and the butcher cannon into your Vara.
Copy that.
Maybe.
I'm gonna put my greater havoc launcher.
But like they say, like Jar Jar, like
Drone. Oh, he's going down.
like he acts like he acts dumb on purpose. Like he acts like he's stupid.
I'll take it. Okay, so
But like it's actually part of like like he knows that he's using the Force in a way to make things work out in his favor, but he acts like it's oblivious to him.
All right, 1 goes through. How much damage does that do?
Just 2.
Which helps him like get away with
For the field of pain from the saves 1.
with
So 1
various
damage.
things.
I don't know how I'm gonna kill this Yuvara. This thing is gonna be the bane of my existence.
Butcher cannons from this guy here. Okay. And I think he's just out of range of 8 inches. Because otherwise I can put flamer shots into him. He's just out, so he'll put the flamer shots into the tank. And so 16 shots onto your Vara first.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
So that
It's
would
like
be
it's kind of like you ever see there's these boxers.
fail some.
12 3-ups.
They're called
There's a few fails.
I think this was
some
actually
boxers have a strategy called it's like a drunken fist,
2 damage apiece.
All right, so
where they kind of walk around like they're drunk,
converted 2 of
and that's
those.
their literally like their fighting
12
style.
damage actually is enough to kill him.
Yes!
12, 13, 14. He
But
boom, dead.
that's like
Does he explode?
Jar Jar's the way he uses the Force is that
Here we go.
like that's his style. Like he has a drunken
Papa Nurgle
style.
Vara explodes in a shower of flame and awfulness.
Oh, I needed that so badly.
Each unit within 6 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds. So that's all my guys and none of yours. D3. All right, he takes 2. Okay, who next? Not only does the Yavara die, kills him to the last wound. If 1 dice had gone differently, the Yavara would still be alive. And not only is it dead, it blows up.
I was gonna ask you that. You had 2 command points up to that point.
Oh yeah, I can re-roll the command point to explode. Man, I'm not on my game today. Boom!
I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna double shoot these guys for 2 CP. So I will dump all my shots here, all 24 of them, blasting away. And what's the toughness?
5.
How many wounds?
Yeah.
5.
On 3s. 6 saves on this guy right here.
Okay, 3 go through.
That's my shooting phase. My charging phase. I'm gonna charge these cultists into your tank first. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, their charge distance. They're into the 9.
I feel like you're in there.
We're gonna charge so that we're blocking this way. So you cannot try and charge my machine anymore. And now that gives me enough room to get this guy in there, because this guy's gonna do the work for me. All right.
Charge him.
Lord Escort charges. Ooh, 5? Is that good enough?
I don't think that's good enough.
I would definitely say so, actually.
All right. Bring it in.
Yep. And he is in. I'm also going to declare a charge with these Terminators onto both this and this guy here. Okay, I need to roll that 9 again.
There you go.
Come on, boys, you can do it.
No.
Oh, even
you
if I roll it,
cannot.
it's gone.
You cannot.
They're just sitting ducks. Lord Discord, he's got normally 4 attacks, and he will be using his glaive for this. And when I attack, 4 ups generate extra attacks.
Great.
There we go.
So
they all hit at least.
Yeah. 3s.
On 3s. And okay.
1. Minus
1.
To take an 8 damage.
3 speed attacks. Once again, 4s are amazing, please.
No.
No. It's strength 7, so on 4s.
No.
For nothing. But we do get the injector attack. Okay, now this one does matter.
He's got a lot of
please
attacks.
be a 4-up. Yes.
There you go.
When it successfully wounds you, it does D3 mortals.
There you go.
So here we go. So it does wound you both times. They are D3 apiece, plus the D3 for the mortals. So I'll just roll them all together. 6, 7, 9 more additional.
Oh yeah, that got him. Now, can we blow up for real?
Don't blow up now.
Oh, that'd be great.
End of this turn, and we're still at 1-0 Nick, but I can't help but feel that the Tau, even with their losses this turn, are starting to pull away with this. You know, he's got some serious board control. The Purge units are pinned back in the back corner, and he's really forcing Devon to try to come out, and his units are not that fast.
Looking at turn 3, I probably should have been a little less cautious and a bit more aggressive. I have an aggressive list, I played cautiously with it. That's not what you want to do. At this point, I just gotta hold on. If my 2 back units can survive the deluge of shots that are coming, I might be able to hold on, get enough points, and actually win the game. Beginning of turn, he declares 6-up feel no pain bubble around him.
Yep.
Okay, so these guys back up to hold this objective a bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna have some breachers come within point blank range of you.
Nick really has Devon pinned here, and he's got some massive board control. I think to cement the win, all he needs to do is keep him pinned. Devon still has a lot of units left, but they're really slow. Hide some troops on objectives and just outlast Devon. Let's see if he can do it.
Come forth, my Tau brother.
And shoot you!
Let us do battle!
Fortunate thing is you've killed pretty much all my marker lights. So that
there was much rejoicing.
that part makes it tough.
Okay, we got the
Start
red
with,
on
you
that
can fire marker
one.
light into this dude right here. He hits on a 3 because he moved. He hits. We got one marker light on that dude.
He's been spotted.
Next, breachers are gonna fire at you. Being on 4s, rolling 1s. Strength 6 -2 at this range. So you will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits at -2.
Here we go. Oh, he's okay. He only takes 2.
These guys right here will all fire into you. Rapid firing, 3 shots each. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. And on 5s, 4 wounds, no minus.
3 ups. It takes 1 more.
He's gonna fire everything into them.
Uh-oh.
Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. 2 1s, 3 roll. 3s and 2s miss. Strength 5 on 5s. I'll take 3 wounds at -1.
4 ups. Here we go.
Oh
no. He's down to 1.
Down to 1 wound.
Do I want to CPU roll it? What do you have left to shoot?
Against him, unfortunately,
Nothing.
nothing.
I will reroll one of these. Into a success.
So he's got how many wounds left?
2.
2. All right. These guys into them.
And these are against the Terminators?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are at strength 6 at -2. Oh, 3 at -2.
2 go through, so 1 dies and takes another wound on another.
Breachers right here are also going to fire into this Lord Discordant here. Hitting on 4s, no rerolls, unfortunately.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Nick.
I don't think I did enough here.
Good. I mean, I could feel all
Strength
this.
6 on 4s. Wow, just 1 wound.
4 up. Ah, he takes it.
Okay, let's fire him into him.
Okay.
And he did poorly. 3 wounds, no minus.
Here we go. Takes 1. Okay, so he's down to 3.
He's gonna fire all 4 of his guns into that guy.
That's the Meltus?
That's Meltus. He hits 3 times. I get command point, reroll that one. And hit 4 times.
Okay.
I wound you. What's your T? Toughness?
Yes!
What's your toughness?
Toughness 8.
Toughness 8. Wow, that sucks. 3, 2, 2, and 2. Not a single wound. He's gonna try to kill this thing.
Okay.
He's gonna overcharge. And he takes a wound from overcharging. But does he save it on 6? He does not.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -2.
So 4 up saves. What is the
D3 damage each.
D3. Okay, go ahead and roll your D3.
Wow! Yeah, 3 damage. Does that kill him?
Dang, yeah, that kills him.
Oh, there we go. That was a terrible round.
So close.
It's your turn.
Some work in his shooting phase, but the game is still in doubt. You know, Nurgle and Death Guard just don't die easily.
So I need to basically kill your troops off of stuff.
Yeah.
I need to make sure you have nothing to stand on. If you don't stand on anything, and I stand on this one objective here, I win, right?
Yep. If Devin can do that, then he's going to be able to hold enough objectives to win the game. Otherwise, Nick can just duck and hide, and Devin's not going to be able to do this. So let's see what we do here.
Clear my psychic phase first. How many wounds does this guy have left?
2. Smite him off the board.
Yeah, I think that would probably be the smarter choice, eh? Okay, so I will try and smite you. It does go off. 1. I will use my last command point to try and get her done.
Do I get yours? I do! I got 2 command points.
So it does kill him.
It kills him. However, that was a fair trade, because now I have 2 command points.
Okay, and now we're going to do the shoe sting phase. At
the beginning of the shoe sting phase, I will use those last 2 command points to make him -1 to hit.
I will dump all these cultist shots into here. This is on Thor's.
2 command points are -1 to hit. Wow, that's a lot of points.
That's a fair amount. Let's roll these. On 4s. Kill 2.
Kill 2, I'll take that. 8 shots from the chain cannon into them.
Yep.
Take 5 saves -1.
All right. On 5s. Saves 3. There we go. Not bad.
All these shots into there, that back squad there. 15, 16 saves.
16.
No misses.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dead.
They're dead.
All dead.
Good.
Got 'em.
Okay, so now we're gonna shoot Butcher Cannon shots. I'm gonna shoot the Greater Havoc Launcher into them, the Twin Heavy Bolters into them, and the Butcher Cannon into here.
Okay.
So I'll start with the Butcher Cannon because that's fun. Dang, thought he was gonna die. That one little dude is gonna do just enough to keep those 2 characters safe. The Greater Havoc Launcher, 3d3 shots into those back boys there for 5, 6. Rerolling 1s. 4 -1s.
4, these guys -1. Okay, 1.
Okay, that's not good. Shots from the Heavy Bolter now. Twin Heavy Bolters. They all hit. Ease. 3 saves.
On these guys?
Yep.
3 saves.
Just -1.
2 saved, 1 dead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, they survived.
Oh no.
They survived. He lives. He lives.
You shoot this guy still. Butcher cannons into this guy then. Let's just waste him.
Oh man, Devin's shooting phase is not gonna pull that off. Can the Terminators end it in an assault?
Charges. We're gonna charge these cultists. Oh, you can do greater good, whatever. Can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna stand there, I think. I'm gonna charge this guy, this unit into these guys here.
Okay. All right, 10 shots. Hope I get 6s. I got 2. 1 wound at -1. -2.
-2. Oh, he goes through. Okay, so next up, we're gonna do the charge range. We're just outside of an inch, so anything but. We go very far, so I'm gonna loop down behind you for sure. Like so.
Yep.
Sixes generate extra attacks.
I highly doubt these guys have a lot living.
And they hit. On 3s, generate an extra attack. On 3s! Oh my gosh.
Oof.
Only 4.
4 ups. He killed 2. I've got 3 guys left, and they're holding the objective. Objective secured.
Okay, morale phase.
Morale phase. These guys. Nope, they're good. Those guys over there. 5, 6, 7. They're good. And oh, they lost quite a few. 1, 2, plus 7, 8, 9. 9. But with the Ethereal within 6 inches of them, they get leadership 9. So they stay.
Wow.
That is going to do it, folks. You know, our time is low, and Devin just won't be able to catch up to Nick's faster units, and he's going to be able to duck and hide on these objectives for the rest of the game. Devin's just not going to get to there fast enough.
All right, so at the end of turn 3,
You holding this objective here. No one's on this one here. You got that one there, and I got this one here. You got Line Breaker. Yeah. And you did get First Blood.
Yeah. Man, oof, that was a hard-fought slog. You got a tough list there, man.
That was tough.
Well done.
That's going to make our final score Nick 8 and Devin 3. Victory for the Tau and the further expansion of the 5th sphere. Remember though, death cannot die and all things come to Papa Nurgle.
Devin was a great opponent. I feel he got cheated out of the victory here. I feel if we had gone farther, he probably would have won. At the same time, it was a fantastic game. He played very well. If things had gone a little differently, he would have been going home the victor.
They actually put up quite a fight, those little fish people.
Thanks for tuning in, folks.
I thought I was about to drop my pot of paint.
And to the Garage Games and Geekery for the recording space. Until next time you see us in the grimdark universe of the far-flung future, play on.
Oh, this one's gonna be cool. I don't know if there's a limit. Are you saying like... Oh, there's no limit.
Hey
I can be on here for 24 hours if I wanted to be.
Guest host today, as we take the dulcet tones of JT McDowell's Drukhari and pit them against James Jones and his Orc Horde. Great players, great armies. Let's get to it. Welcome to 40K in 30 minutes.
My name is JT. I'm a member of the Play On group. You may have heard my dulcet tones over the narration on a few of the episodes. Today I brought Prophets of Flesh, and I brought the Cabal, the Black Heart, Triple Ravager. The Triple Ravager, the Living Muse, Archon is a staple in most competitive Dark Eldar lists.
Maybe we do that when we build the
battalion. I've got
the Beast Snaggers.
Which are just high toughness babysitters.
24-hour Beast Snaggers stream.
4 Venoms, but those are in the Black Heart to get the Feel No Pain. And a bunch of Grotesques and 2 big squads of Talos.
So I'm James Jones, and I played a combination of Bad Moons Orcs with some Death Skulls on the side. My army revolves completely around 2 units, Shock Attack Guns and Ludas. Magical millions of shots raining upon the enemy is what I like. Orcs are the most fun army to play. Randomness and wildness, it's just, you know, that's me.
I'm just happy that you were even here for 5 minutes.
My army matches up well against James' army. I've played Orcs several times.
I know there's people that may or may not watch this afterwards.
My list is designed.
I'll just be here, just doing this. Like I would like to be real. Chris, I would just be sitting here painting this stuff anyway, you know.
The guys are going to be playing the ITC Champions.
I might as well just like
a competitive mission.
I watch YouTube videos like this and just paint things, so I might as well just kind of like share that with people so that. And really just for the new players, I feel like if new players get into the habit of knowing these channels exist, like they're more likely to kind of like create the same setup at home.
For controlling all 4 objectives. JT is selected Marked for Death, providing points for killing selected units at the beginning of the game. The Reaper provides points for every 20 models destroyed, a good choice against Jones. And Engineers, choosing 2 of his rack units to hold objectives for extra points. James has selected Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, I'm kind of like in the speed painting mode where like I'm just trying to get all the red on all the models and then I'll do all the black. I feel like now that I got this one painted, I know how I want all of them to be.
Definitely tough targets,
and then I just kind of go from there. Of course. Yeah, dude. If I get to, the more time I get to be at home with my dog, yeah, that's just the best day of my life every day.
Fairly open, which means if the guys aren't careful, it could turn into a real shooting gallery.
I mean, that's why this is my second YouTube channel. I have another Magic the Gathering channel with 10,000 subscribers.
Shredder Scourges. They're gonna go right on the bottom of. I'm not sure if they're gonna.
But that channel
dang tall.
is interesting.
Big Mech with the.
'Cause I got invited to be a. Let me show you actually.
Surprise, I'm gonna put my grotesques near the middle of the table.
So this guy has the regular shock tech gun. He also has a Grodd Oiler.
Okay.
It looks like James has chosen to take advantage of the table and create a bit of a gun line. If JT gets stuck out in the open, James could really do a number on JT's nimble elven forces.
I got invited to be a content creator at Magic Con in Las Vegas. And they paid for my ticket, and then I got a photographer, and I was able to go.
Smart choice, actually. If given the
to
chance
go
to
do that over there.
put in like an unbelievable amount of shooting.
But
So that's a 10-man.
But the people in that community, yo, they had an event over there in Las Vegas, and then they
These ones are blue and yellow.
they actually like printed a card with my name on it.
Squad of engineer racks.
Like I wonder, yeah, that right there.
Keep JT out my back door.
And this card is like, you see, that's literally my name. It's Kevin, Questing Dragon. And like, if you look in the bottom corner over here, it says confidential because it's like nobody's supposed to have this. But one of the content creators took a picture of it, and then I ended up meeting this person, and I had them send it to me.
That's what the empty.
But like, they kind of were using this to kind of like bully me, and like, it was an interesting situation.
So like custom shoot
What's
on
up, Chris?
and a
Yeah, they kind of like,
and a tank bust a bomb.
they're calling me a questing beast. And like, if you look up you can look up on Google like what the mythical story of the questing beast is, which is like some horrible thing. So like, long story short, like the Magic the Gathering community, all their content creators are kind of like making fun of me and like
So even though the squads are crammed together, you can see I have them on different.
what's the word I want to say, like
movement trays,
ostracizing me.
Yeah, keep it
And
easy.
like, people literally inside the company, people that work for the company are literally like, that card was a printed card. Like, that's an official Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering card with my name on it.
Warlord, Big Mac with the head wobbles kill chopper on the bike.
It's been interesting. So I don't really upload onto that Magic channel because it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Muse, Labyrinth and Cunning. So from turn 1 on, if you spend command points, baby, I can
It's not
farm.
Sounds good. So behind
It's
the
not a good
pipe here, I'm gonna
situation.
have my Warpath Weird Boy. So Pink Tutu is to jump Weird Boy. He'll be just behind him here.
Really?
He's got
That's still fun.
He's got a Pink Tutu.
It's a great game.
I'm just gonna throw these grots in this building. There they are, man.
Watching where James was dropping his first unit and realizing that he was going to play sort of in mid-table, I wanted to hide as much of my stuff as I possibly could.
He castled up a lot more than I thought he would. I thought he would spread out a little more across his deployment zone. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that.
I don't want to give up easy points. I want to make him come to me.
I got to get the line of sight, man. I got to get line of sight.
Yeah, you're
I
right,
gotta
Chris.
Get those Ludas lined up with multiple targets as well as the shock attack guns.
The hard part is going to be hiding from that shock attack gun all game. I think that's it.
You got the +1, man.
Here we go. 5. Oh, no!
I'm a gun line. I probably should go first, right?
Probably want to go
But I
first.
feel like it's definitely,
Yeah, you are. They use the Mighty Dark Eldar dice.
I try to look at it positively, you know?
No, it doesn't. Good luck, man.
All right, here we go. I'm just going to go 30 inches straight forward here, so.
Or thereabouts.
Or thereabouts. Somewhere in there. All right, let's just move these boys up.
In an Orcish style, James is stepping on the gas. He moves his plane forward to take JT's attention. I wonder what the plan is. The plane is very close to the Talos units that have fly, and they can assault the plane or even just shoot it out of the sky with haywire.
All right, so I had these guys move up. They're not advancing right now. They just need to screw around back here for a bit. I will move the bike up to full movement.
Yeah.
And that hole holds ground.
When this guy calls a wah, dude, it's about to be the loudest day of my life.
Failing that warpath really is too bad. An extra attack is very good, but even then, it only matters if the jump goes off.
That is an 8 plus 3 gives me an 11.
Oh, and he doesn't burn his brains out.
He does not today.
So James gets to immediately teleport a unit of his Orc Boys, and JT could be in a real pickle if those Orc Boys aren't dealt with promptly.
I'm gonna start by unloading with the jet here into these guys.
Cool. -1 to hit because it's a Venom.
I'm also going to pay the 1 CP, so I hit one better. Here, let's get this going. Reroll the ones because he's yellow.
Bad moons.
So I believe these
T5.
are T5, so yeah, 3s to wound.
James shoots his plane into the Venom, not doing enough.
Takes 4, 2 wounds remaining.
All right. I'm gonna shoot him with one of the tractor cannons, the one here on the outside right, before a 3 to wound you.
No wound.
Take a crack at him with another one.
This one?
Yep. It does wound.
That does wound.
AP2.
So 5 up. I'm good.
Gets it. Third one.
He hits.
Blows.
Or wounds. Fail my save. Command point reroll. Do I make a save on a 5 up? Nope. Do I get the command point back? Yes,
You
I
do.
do. So I don't farm again
So
this
it's not
turn.
bad.
That's a wash.
5 damage.
Feel the pain. So on 6s? Nope, not a 1. And it auto explodes. That is a kill, sir.
I'm hoping that people in the Warhammer community are a bit.
Unload into these guys here.
The content creators are more nice.
Just 1 shot apiece. And throw me another CP.
Kind of what I'm banking on.
And reroll in this phase for that. It's still 1, of course.
Woo, luck.
Yeah, so 15 shots coming into him. Oop. Let's see here. There they are. So these all explode.
15 hits.
15 hits.
Toughness 7.
So 4s to wound. That is 8.
So there's gonna be 4 ups.
Yeah, -1.
I fail 1, 2, 3. So feel no pains. It's all going into one guy. He takes 4 wounds.
Well, you're gonna vect it, so let's just do it.
You're gonna have him shoot twice?
I'm gonna have him shoot twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna vect that. So it cost me 4, and does it work? Yes, it does. I've chosen to Agents of Vect to stop his Ludus from shooting twice. They're really, really good, and they have a lot of firepower. If I can just stop it once and weather through this, I'm thinking that I'm gonna come out ahead in the end.
Let's do a regular
Wow.
stag. Oh, he's got nothing. I guess just the Venom over there. Strength is 9. Shots, 2. Gets 1 reroll because he's blue. No, I guess he's gonna shoot at the. He'll shoot at the big monster. So let's go strength. Of course, but 12 shots. 11.
That's hilarious, man. It's
So 11
AP
shots.
nuts too, isn't it? Oh, look at that. 6s to wound, but it's AP 5. Right?
But it's AP 5. He'll invuln it anyway. He gets 1 reroll. No, nothing.
Need a 9-inch charge with an here we go. Ooh,
Here
it's a
we
6.
go.
James is in with the Orc Boys to JT's Venom.
I failed 2. I'll take 2 feel no pains. Nope, take 2 damage. That Venom is at 4 wounds remaining.
Let's see where the chips fall at the end of this turn, but James has got a solid start to the game here. He was able to hold an objective and kill a unit at the end of his player turn.
Yeah, this
So now let's see how JT reacts.
Get them out that way. I'm gonna bail these guys out.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that and just measure my movement from there.
Yeah, no worries.
They're gonna advance. Vexator Homunculus is gonna run up. These guys can just fly up. And this is the guy that's wounded in the middle. So this has got engineers in it. I'll slide the Venom to there, just so we can get some pot shots, and then this guy's just gonna swing to there. This guy's gonna stay here, clip back this way. They're literally just gonna drop in behind here. So you start with the Telstar down here. We're gonna go 6D3 into the plane. 13 shots. So I'm hitting you on 4s, but your flyers to hit you on 5s.
This was the leader. No, I feel like I want to take my time with this
doing
one.
an AP1 wound on 5s, but 4 ups are mortal wounds. So 1 mortal, so 3 AP1s, and then 4 mortal wounds as well. 7 wounds
total?
Yeah.
Leaving me with 5.
The other Talos are gonna do the same thing.
So I lose 4.
Yeah, get 1 wound left.
I got 1 wound left.
Well, the Talos didn't kill the plane with Haywire.
That Ravager, who's within 6 of the Archon, is gonna shoot him. So that's AP3, 2 damage each.
No saves. So that wrecks it.
Venom shooting into these boys. On freeze. 4s for poison. 3 wounds, no AP.
T-shirts. Not a 1.
Shooting from the other venom. He's within 6 of the Archon. So the ones we roll, it's caught. 3, no APs.
5 dead off the squad, 25 remain.
Rapid fire for 1 gun, so I'm gonna get 8 shots on you. He's within 6 of the Archon, so I'll reroll the 1s. And then on 4s, rerolling 1s. Just 1, no AP.
Don't give me a 6 this time.
No, another guy bites the dust. Shots from the Ravager that is not within range of the Archon, so no rerolls. 4 dead boys.
4 dead.
The Ravager with rerolls. That's 3, 6, 7 dead boys.
7 more dead.
I'm gonna fire and fade my Talos.
Okay.
So these guys are gonna go right back down to where they were.
That's probably a good idea.
It looks like JT may have misplaced a couple of models and made it really hard for the Homunculus with the Vexator Mask relic to reach the boys.
One of the relics that the Prophets of Flesh can take is an item called the Vexator Mask. What it does is it makes that model immune to Overwatch, and at the start of the fight phase, a unit within 6 fights last. You nominate it. Yeah, I'm gonna start with the Vexator Homunculus charge.
Going for the long bomb.
Going for the long bomb because it's immune to Overwatch, so yeah, we'll start with that. Nope, fails. We'll start with the Talos, because they can take a ton of punishment too. We'll start with the Talos.
Whoa, 4 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4. I need 3 of armors. I fail 1. I need a 6. 6. So 6 is gonna take me within an inch.
Hit.
So he's there, and then he's gonna follow on that way. And then we're gonna slam the Grotesques in as well.
You bet.
We're gonna bring those racks in too.
Yep. I think my boys are in a lot of trouble here.
I think they're dead.
I think they're dead.
It was looking iffy there for a little bit, but JT was able to clear the unit of Orc boys in combat and then kill more this turn. Coming out of turn 1, it looks like the score sits at 5-2 in JT's favor, scoring kill more, 1 mark for death point, and a Reaper point.
Just gonna swing these guys a little bit, get them out of the way to make room for my weird boys to spill on through. Bike's gonna go 14. I'm gonna start casting Psychic Powers now. Warpath. Of course, that's the same roll again. So this guy here will have the +3 though, so he's gonna de-jump him. So that's 8, 11.
Man,
so he doesn't blow his brains
flirt
again.
with blowing your brains out.
Big boy in there. All right, it's good enough. Let's shoot.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm gonna,
the leader
I'll
needs
start
the
just
red
with these,
cape.
The 3 big shooter boys. They're gonna shoot the Scourges.
I'm actually gonna spend a command point. You're hitting them on 6s.
So I think I'm just gonna go like this.
And they reroll once. That didn't help. So I get 4 more.
Not a single 5, but 4 damn 6s. No AP. So they're at 4 up normal. They can cover, so 3 ups. Feel no pain. Bugger me.
Let's start with the Ludas. Yep. Same target as before.
Into the Talos.
Mordaka. And how many shots did they make? 3 apiece.
Oh, look at the 6s.
I like it. 10 6s.
No, that was a 5. 8, 9.
The 5s count as well because I have Mordaka, right?
4, 8, 10.
Yep. That's 10 dice there?
That's 10 dice there.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Reroll these ones.
Oh, what a conversion.
I'll take all those.
Got one more 5 in there too. All wounds on 4s.
Take that, JT.
I'll take it. 12 orange dice. 4 up invuln. Here we go. I'm gonna use a command point to reroll one of those. 5, 6 ups. Wow.
So 2 wounds finally finishes the one guy.
Finishes him off. That's a big game hunter point.
That's a big game hunter.
1 Talos gone, but I think James was really hoping for a little bit more out of them.
You can't vex me, can you?
Nope.
I'm gonna shoot him again, bud. I'm gonna take care of these guys.
Okay. Oh, again with 30 shots.
If once you don't succeed, try again. The Ludas fire again into the Talos to whittle away at one of the JT's Crusher units.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. So this is 13 dice.
Oh, holy crap!
This is awesome. This is like the best round of Luda shots I've ever done.
That's insane!
29 hits. So 16 total, yeah.
4 ups. Oh, that's a little more human. 1, 2 fails, 3 fails, 4 fails. Or maybe not. 5 failures. 5 failures. So he takes 1, he's down to 6. And then he takes 2 more, he's down to 4. Takes 2 more, he's down to 2. Takes 2 more. Does he explode? Nope. And then the other guy takes 1, so the other guy's at 6.
The non-custom SAG at it now. Strength is 7. 5 shots. And wounding, force wound, which he can re-roll one of, but he doesn't need it.
4 up in bones. I make 1.
Ah, he gets to re-roll one of those. There it is.
Oh, 7?
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7. He gone.
So I just murked those 3 Talos. Felt really good. I hate those monsters. They kick the hell out of me every time I see them. The souped
All right,
up
Chris.
Shaka.
Peace out, brother.
I'm gonna shoot that right here into your engineers.
I'll be here again. If you hit the bell icon, it'll tell you right
that'll work.
the moment I go live, whenever I go live, just so you know, man.
11 shots.
Here he goes again.
Gonna be on here. Still got the
So 2 4-ups.
other Tau to build, and then I could have built all the terrain for
Feel no
Chalnath.
pains. No, they fail.
So there's a lot to do.
Yeah, so how many CP am I at now? 8?
You're at 8.
Yeah, let's spend 2 more.
Shoot it again.
Of course, I'll miss them all this time.
I think I'm gonna do the terrain next, honestly.
Brutal, dude, brutal.
Yeah, every
Just to
time
kind
I
of-
spend CP on him, he does that.
Charging?
And, yeah, I'm gonna
Kind of,
go.
It's kind of refreshing to build
Here we go.
10 or 9, that's not enough.
Nope, not enough.
The great thing about going second in an
to
ITC
build
format
terrain and paint
is that this
terrain.
allows JT
You
to
don't have to be so
really
focused.
think about his turn and plan on how he's going to stay ahead of this round.
They don't have to test because they're leadership 9 right now, because Rikarth gives them a +1. I mean, I want them here because all they gotta do is start and end to hold it, and then it's win. Sacrificial lambs, here they come. Walking down the street. 3d6 shots.
Yeah, they should be all right.
They should do a bit of all right, I think.
Okay.
3, and then they go 7. Would take me to there, so that they're on it at least. I'm going to advance that homunculus. Whew.
Told you they
Turn
only
2,
like me.
Turn 2, I can reroll.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's a 10.
All right, it's getting late.
This guy is gonna shimmy out.
We got most of the red on these models over here,
Put them into there.
and once I just need to add the black to them, which would go by a little bit faster than putting on the red. But I kind of want all of them to look like this.
So I mean, these are gonna do some work.
Look like this one right here.
Do that there. Try to get him. He's gonna. It's really what tank
I
let's
think
just
it
give him
looks
my
that
back
bad.
line.
I feel like this grass
Never
needs
bring
to
in
be
my
a different
Haywire
color,
Scourges.
dude. I feel like it's too
Let the shoe sting begin. Here we go.
gray looking.
I'm gonna start with the Scourges. So a number of shots. 11.
Man. 7 dead orcs.
All right. 10 shots from the Venom. Same squad. 3 wounds.
No AP on
No
that.
IP. So still you 5 up.
Still 5 ups. I save 2.
Throw the Talos Haywire into him. On force. No rerolls. And then on force, 1 AP1.
No, he dies.
Yeah, die, boys, die. This guy is gonna shoot into this guy. And I'm gonna shoot the poison over here. 4d3 Haywire, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 2d3 mortals, and
I'll
then
get
2
some
AP1s. So
dirt
2d3 mortals there is 1, 2,
to
3,
cover
4 mortals,
this.
and 2 AP1 saves.
2 AP1 saves. I save 1, I fail 1.
So that's 5 wounds total.
Yep, 5 wounds total.
So it does it?
He has 1 left.
I might grab sand.
Oh, and these guys took 1 wound. 8 shots into the vehicle.
I don't know.
I need 6
I'll
of them.
figure something out.
So theoretically, I get 1, no AP.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out. All right.
Do not save it. He
Boom,
dies.
shakalaka.
Peace out, people. The link to these videos are in the description, just so you guys know.
He's gonna shoot. He gets rerolls 1s to hit.
You don't need it.
Didn't need it.